What's your least favorite movie?
What's your least favorite?
The Game Plan starring Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Anything by Dwayne The Rock
the
Johnson.
game plan.
Whoa.
I like the game.
We got a Dwayne hater.
We got a Dwayne.
No, I like
hater.
Dwayne The Rock
love
Johnson. I just
it.
think that movie's stupid.
I've never
I hate many
seen-
more movies.
Has anyone seen the second Jumanji? I never saw it.
I never
Oh, the
seen
remake?
the first.
No, I haven't seen
Yeah.
it.
No,
No,
I haven't
no,
seen the
no,
remakes. No.
I saw the remake, but they made like another one like with the same people with like The Rock
No.
and all of them.
I haven't.
But they
never
added,
seen it.
like-
I'm good.
What was it?
It needs
but
the
it had, like,
OGs.
it wasn't. It was.
Like, I love Karen Gilliam, but like, nah, I'm good.
I thought it was Karen Gillan. Is it Gillian?
Gillian, bro.
Oh,
I say Gillian because I'm a
Gilligan?
fucking idiot.
Gilligan's Island.
It's Geelong.
No, there's no second I. It's Gillan.
know?
It's Gillian.
There's no extra I.
Okay,
Stupid
on that
bitch.
note, hello everyone. Thanks for being here. Happy holidays. This is session 18 of Lost Minds of fucking Phandelver. And this is...
I should have put a scarf on. I haven't.
Go get your scarf right now. You have time. Go get it right now. And this is our last session of 2021. Wow.
You
Yeah.
guys in a year.
Wow. No session next week. We'll be back on January 6th, I believe. And yeah, what a crazy time.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no, January.
What happened? I heard booing.
Just
oh no.
What do you do?
but yeah, guys, we're gonna be having a good time
Martin,
today.
what the fuck?
Our theme today is Christmas holiday wear, ugly sweater. Everyone show off your sweater.
Mine's Lilo and Stitch.
Oh, that's cute.
Oh, reindeers.
Oh, that's cute as hell.
That's
I love that
bulls.
one.
I got you, Martin.
And I got this from my girlfriend because I don't have one, so she brought one for me. It's Wong Fu
I,
Productions.
I thought you said I don't have one too. I don't have a girlfriend. I got this from my girlfriend. I don't have one, but
I like the scarf, dude. I like the scarf, Beth. It's nice.
Okay,
I haven't
we're
gotten
doing
to wear a
Martin.
scarf in so long.
How? It's
Okay.
cold.
It's not. It's California.
It's California.
It's
Come
not
on.
cold. It's like 70 degrees out right now.
Oh,
That's
I don't
terrible.
want to go back.
That's terrible.
Don't come back.
Before we officially get started, I'm gonna go ahead and just hand out inspiration now because I forgot. I have to always do it before the recap.
Martin,
Martin? No, just kidding.
My
Darling,
band.
you get
you're
inspiration.
banned.
Darling gets inspiration for this session for the heat of the moment use of
Yeah.
getting that scroll of lightning bolt and using it and pretty much making my deadly encounter into one of the easiest encounters in a while.
That's right. Learn
Yeah.
Goblin, bitch.
Komek, you get inspiration because you were trying to be strategic and try out different ways to approach conflict rather than just through all-out violence by trying to disguise the party with the red brand cloaks. I thought that was very clever. And the rolls just didn't go your way, even though you guys were doing really, really well. There were just some things that kind of messed that up towards the end. And Kriya, you get inspiration because for someone that was a goblin hater at the beginning, you are a goblin lover now by this point, I would assume, because you're sounding
From
what?
bigot to woke. That's
Yeah.
an art.
Bigot to whoa. She never hated them though. Where did the
kind of
story
hated
come from? No, she hated Droop. That's it.
Long backstory is secretly in love with goblins because that's why she knows goblin.
Oh,
She's half goblin.
Okay,
Would explain so much.
so let's go ahead and have fun here, guys. I am very excited for this sesh.
The outburst of rage.
like
Let's
rage?
get it.
Oh, this is getting really hot already.
Tell me about it.
It's 69 degrees outside.
That's hot.
Nice hat.
Mark.
In our last session, the party of five were momentarily stopped in their tracks on their journey to Cragmaw Castle. As you all unfortunately ran into a sizable Cragmaw patrol, part of that group of enemies was Ezek, the first of many goblins you would end up not decapitating on the spot. A somewhat one-sided battle ensued, with Darling's heat-of-the-moment use of the Scroll of Lightning Bolt you had just procured from Venomfang's lair, resulting in a very satisfying triple kill. After the dust had settled, Droop and Ezek were finally reunited, but unfortunately, the Cragmaws had done a number on him, leaving him severely malnourished, beaten, and with his tongue removed with a sharp blade. With the two reunited, Droop let the party know he was ready to head across the sea to the west, to finally chase their dreams together. While not very safe for the goblin duo to travel and join civilian life quite just yet, the party urged them to head back to Phandelver, where they were to help out at Quilleen Autoleaf's farm, Kriya's mother, for the time being. Unhitching Kriya's horse from the bulky carriage, they said their goodbyes and rode off with the morning sun bearing down on their backs. With the day anew and spells refreshed, you all interrogated a goblin that had survived the fray and found out some crucial information about the trials that lay ahead of them at Cragmaw Castle. Not wanting to kill Bobo, the thespian goblin, Kriya wrote the poor thing a doctor's note of sorts and sent him to Phandelver to help out on the farm with the duo. As our session opens up, we hear the sound of running through the forest tree line. The camera pans overhead from a bird's eye view, and you see Bobo the goblin running through the forest at full pace, pushing past leaves, pushing past trunks, taking a breath against the trunk of the tree, seeing that no one's around. Under the shadow of the tree, smiles underneath his breath. And slowly, the shadow casting with the morning sun, it begins to morph into a medium-sized creature. If any of you saw this, looks very similar to the doppelganger you had encountered in Neverwinter.
Do we see this?
He
Never
can't go
trust-
back.
Never trust a thespian.
I said, "Are you going back?" And he said, "No."
The creature extends a finger to their temple and with hushed tones whispers, "They'll be there shortly. Prepare." Fade to black, and we come back to our party. And so, with the morning sun warming up your bodies, the chirping of birds, and the gentle flow of the tiny waterfall cascading in the cave you had all camped in the night prior, and the smell of evergreen pine in your lungs, what would you all like to do?
So, I would say that we should go in the general direction of where he told us it wasn't like a cave, it was like the little hideout, right? On one of the sides of the castle.
You are currently not within sight of Cragmaw Castle just yet. Based off where you guys are in regards to the map, you are another, but if walking, you're another 2 to 3 hours away from getting to Cragmaw Castle.
We're far.
Yeah. Again, you guys were just at the river, right?
Yeah.
And that's where that outpost was. Traveled a little bit, camped. Gotta do a little bit more traveling before you get to Cragmaw Castle. It's currently morning, I think. Pretty sure. I would say it's around maybe 9 a.m. or so.
We interrogated him in the morning after we said bye. So,
Alright. We travel.
well,
We go to the castle.
as we travel,
Mama,
maybe we should have like a plan.
We come up with the plan when we get there. We see what we can
Well-
plan around.
Okay. We travel.
Okay.
Expect a full map, Toff.
As you guys all begin to pack up your things, pack up camp, Kriya and Komek and Serene, I would say, will probably be the ones kind of doing the most of the packing up the camp, while Elias and Darling are more in charge of like cleaning up the site.
What the fuck?
The fucking maids of the group.
Sorry. Prestidigitation or whatever. Darling and Elias, please roll me perception checks here as you guys are just trying to cover up your tracks and make sure that no other patrols are able to track you guys and maybe come up from behind you.
That was not good.
Yeah. Oh no.
Let me double check.
Oh no.
Perception is a 4.
10.
10. Let's go and get back to you guys later. Kriya, Comac, and Serene, as you guys are packing up the carriage, it becomes very apparent that this one horse will have to carry a large burden if you were to take it anywhere else. And the horse kind of like looks at you like,
How does it look?
It's Kriya's horse, right?
it's not.
Or
Kriya's
no,
horse
you
went
gave
backwards.
Kriya. Oh, okay. So this is just a random horse.
This is the horse we got from.
This is
the
the horse that's
stables.
just been with us for this long.
From
Yeah,
that
random.
Scottish guy. We got it from the Scottish guy in Phandelver.
Oh wait, so does the
It's
horse still
Ada or
have
something, isn't it?
the? Does the horse still have
Julie's like,
like wagon stuff, like all the stuff that?
Like all like
the
the
horse is
stirrups.
tied to the.
Yeah, like everything that's attached to the carriage is still there. It's just that this carriage was outfitted for a 2-horse
Right.
setup. However,
We're gonna have
If-
to pretend to be a horse.
Well, would
Yeah.
you say 2 to 3 hours on foot, or is that including like on horseback?
2 to 3
It
hours
would.
on foot. It'd probably be the same amount of time on carriage, maybe
of how-
longer, depending
Yeah, I
on
was
how
gonna
tired
say
the
it
horse
might
is.
slow us down.
Yeah.
I think we should just leave the horse here and the carriage here. We're not close to the river. We're kind of far away. Good hiding spot. We just have to remember where we left it.
I suppose.
Why do we want to leave it here?
Because it's not really
take
gonna
us
get very
longer.
far.
No.
Can't you make it fly and we just?
Not well.
For
Not
That
for that
would take a
long.
lot
3
of
hours.
energy for her as well. That's a lot to ask from her.
I don't.
I mean,
There-
you could just put on the saddle and everything yourself, and you could help the horse, like, you know,
Push.
drag it yourself. You know, same amount of like strength probably that she needs to do to use her magic.
Does magic require strength?
Oh my god.
I mean,
well,
for
someone has to
strength-
push or pull the thing anyway.
The horse can do it.
No, the horse will be flying.
Well, no,
Or
we make it fly just so it's a couple inches off the ground, so there's no friction behind
Do
the
you know
horse.
how much
so it's
effort
just-
that's going to take?
By the
Elias
way,
continues to clean up as he sees them bickering back
we
and
should
forth about this.
also steal
Darling.
a horse from the
I'm
castle.
at 4. I got a 4, so I just
Yeah.
stop and I start arguing with
Yeah,
them.
as darling, as you go ahead and start
Yeah,
joining
yeah.
the group, Elias, as you are cleaning up and folding up the campsite, you hear a rustle of wind in the trees above, a nice, gentle breeze, and you look up, and you see a few normal birds, and then about 2 branches over, you see an owl. But this is not a typical owl that you've never seen before. It has snowy white feathers, but it appears to look a bit spectral, as covered in this like shimmery blue glow. And it cranes its neck to look at you. From this distance, it's about maybe 120 feet away. You can't really make out too much detail, but it's definitely looking at you. It begins to flutter its wings and fly past you overhead. And as it flies over your head and as you go out and see it, it looks down at you. And then Swan dives into the cave in which you had all camped in the night prior, leaving a sort of shimmery blue glitter that kind of melts away after about 20 seconds or so in the path that it's traveling. And no one else has
Elias
seemed to
would-
notice.
Oh.
Everyone is still arguing.
Somebody
Elias
please
would
write
look
down.
over to Darling.
Say-
What did you
again.
say?
Somebody
I
please
hear
write
wolves.
down that we need that we need a horse when we get to Cragmaw. We need to steal one of them.
Okay.
We need a horse.
Right
We're
down.
ready-
You're gonna ignore the bird thing?
Well,
We didn't- I
he's
didn't
the only
warn.
one that saw it.
Yeah, no, we're not seeing because we're fucking bickering like idiots.
Elias, what are you doing?
Elias is gonna turn to where he thought Darling just was and be like, "Did you?"
And
Yeah.
her all of her shit is like left unfolded and
Yeah.
unpacked up as she's trying to like
you-
push away Serene and Comac as they're trying to like they're about to like
Like,
fight.
no.
You see like Serene with like fireball already ready.
Stop power gaming us, dude.
No, I'm down. I'm down. I like it.
and then Kriya's up against the rock like just smoldering. And you go ahead and
Serene's
take
like, go,
yeah.
go,
So
go.
it's settled.
Go ahead, Elias.
Do it.
Guys, something just went over there, and he points in the direction where the owl just flew. Is the like sort of blue thing that was flying by? Is there like a trail of that still, or is that?
Yeah, so
disappeared?
imagine it kind of like I think like you
A
know like when there's
spinner.
like wildfires, like the plane like drops all that water and like you see like that trail of like mist like after it drops water, it leaves like a misty trail of blue spectral glitter around, and like you actually catch some with your hands and it's shiny and it's shimmery, but after about 12
Did it
15
just
seconds
pee?
it just wafts and kind of evaporates in your hand.
Beth.
It doesn't feel like anything.
Kriya goes over to follow it. Fuck it.
How close are we to the where it went?
They went inside the cave that you guys camped in, which is about maybe 40 feet away.
I'm gonna get 10 more feet closer and I'm gonna cast Detect Magic.
Yeah. You go ahead and cast Detect Magic.
What does that look like?
Yeah, what does it
Shut
look like?
Right,
As
like
you go ahead and cast Detect Magic,
Detect magic.
your necklace of Sune definitely begins to glow as you notice that Sune's tendrils of her hair begin to kind of like unravel and kind of like flow out as, yes, there is something magical that just entered that cave.
What? School.
what's its name?
What's the backstory?
Owl
Well, I
magic.
wanna know if it's like necromantic or whatever.
This would be the School of Conjuration.
There's definitely some. What's the shape of it? Is it just an owl I see?
You
Or,
didn't
like,
see
the
it.
owl?
We
You
didn't
didn't
see
No,
see the-
but
we
with
see the
Detect
trail.
Magic, I can see an aura around the thing.
Shit.
So you are examining the trail that was left behind, but that you don't see the object or
I
the
can just see,
creature
like, the
because
trail.
it is more than 30 feet away now at this point of you casting
I
it.
said I was gonna
Okay.
keep going.
I'm gonna heft
Let's
my
go!
axe over my shoulder and I'm gonna walk into the cave.
Yeah.
All right, well,
Again,
We're all walking into the cave.
Serene,
is it?
Elias,
Follow the shiny thing.
Elias will just follow suit.
marching order. Who's in front?
well, Comac went first.
Okay.
I'll be in-
I would go behind Comac.
I'm gonna go third.
I guess I'll go fourth.
And I guess I'll trail behind.
Sure.
He's like, guys.
This small little cave is not a very good home, not even for any beasts that might want to take, shelter here. It's very shallow. The only thing it really has going for it is that it's well hidden, and it has a small little source of fresh water. As you notice that there is a small little trickling mini waterfall that's forming a small little pond right there in the back end of the cave. You guys brush away some of the moss that was kind of hanging over the cave face and make your way inside. And Comac and Kriya and Darling and Serene, Elias, as you, one by one you see it. The water that is in this cave is starting to glow a shimmery blue.
Is
which-
the whole thing lit up because it lasts for 10 minutes? Is the whole water now magic?
There's like faint. It's not the whole waterfall thing. It's just like concentrated on that,
pond
like
itself.
on the pond. and you guys notice that there is like a raised rock, like lily pad, but it's rock like in the water. And there is a book sitting on that pedestal in the water, and you notice that the owl descends down and lands on it, looking at all of you. Go ahead and everyone please roll me perception checks here, as you guys are still maybe about just go ahead and just give it to me.
3.
3
30,
for you,
20.
Elias.
Am I able to
10.
Yeah.
am I able to detect the owl?
Oh, it's after.
Yeah, what'd you get there, Comic?
20.
And Serene?
A 6.
A 6. I feel like Comac and Darling kind of push their way towards the front, making sure that because Comac's
Well,
like,
we
I'm
were
ready to
already in
defend.
the front.
I'm ready to defend, and like Darling's like, oh my god, it's a cute little.
It's an
owl.
owl!
Oh, it's a new pet!
Comic, there's an owl, but it's
Again,
like,
it's a
sparkly.
snowy white owl, kind of think Hedwig from Harry Potter.
Okay.
Shimmery blue,
There's an owl in here.
but you can see
Why
the
did you
white
say
feathers
that?
But
underneath.
it's like a magic owl.
Comac, you can see that it is a small creature.
Oh.
However, you notice that as you perceive like the anatomy of this being, of this owl, no bones.
Mhm.
No bones in the creature.
No bow.
Bones of bat.
Darling, you see that there is like a
Bones
white,
there?
So it's
silvery moon, kind of attached like so. And Kriya and Elias, they're kind of towards the back, and they're like, hey, I want to see. And eventually they make their way towards the front and also see this.
Three
You'll-
just sitting on the floor.
How deep is the water?
It's very shallow, maybe 6 inches. It's not that deep.
I go up to the owl.
The two tallest people in the group have to like
Yeah. You
go
go
over.
Are you the tallest?
We are the one of the tallest, yeah.
Yeah.
Elias
How
and
tall are
yeah.
you?
They're like, I think they're the same height, aren't they?
5'11",
Similar.
I think.
Yeah, 5'10".
You're not that much taller. You're 2 inches taller.
As you go ahead
What, the
and
darling?
approach the spectral blue owl there, Darling,
Right.
Kriya and Elias, you also take in the details of the owl. And Elias, you spot it out straight away, but along the neck of the owl, there is sort of like a golden brass neck bangle, kind of attached. It kind of looks like a neck accessory.
Bangles?
However, you notice that there are strings rather than like metal, gold, brass going up and down. You notice that there are strings going up and down this brass jewelry. It's kind of reminiscent of a harp.
I
And
go
again-
up to the owl.
It turns to you, tucking in its wings, very curious eyes, and it
Is
just
it
stares up
on
at
the
you.
book?
It's standing right. Yeah, it is. Its talons are right on top of the book. Would you guys
I'm
like
gonna
a,
reach for the book.
Would you guys like a Would you guys like a visual of the owl? By the way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Give me the owl.
Hold on. You guys see
I
this?
want the owl.
Something
Where?
pop up on your guys' screen.
No, but it might be in the little. No, I don't see anything.
I'll do it like this. It's there now.
Oh.
Oh, I see it. I see it.
Aw.
Oh, it's so cute.
If y'all want to see it. There we go.
It's so cute.
That's what it looks like. Okay? Now stop looking at it!
Yeah.
Do
Okay.
something about it.
The bones
I-
out.
As you go ahead and reach for the book.
I would like to ready an action
Yes, what are you ready?
in case the owl attacks her. I'll attack the owl.
The owl kind of looks at you curiously, but doesn't resist you taking up the book. And it
Does
is
it stay on the book?
if you want it to stay on,
You take it
sure.
with you.
It just stays on as you lift it up, and it just looks at you, And as it's
I'm
like,
gonna slowly bring it over to the group.
yes. And then you do so kind of carrying this.
I'm trying to keep it like super level so I don't scare the owl off the book.
It just looks concerned that's being lifted right now, but it has pretty good balance and doesn't really complain.
Look, look, look.
Does the book say anything, or
It's currently
like,
closed. It looks like a heavy tome, maybe 80 to 100 pages thick.
Oh my god. Okay.
Again, it is spectral blue as well. It's just that you guys can't really make out details right now because the owl's on top of it.
Book.
What's the book?
I don't know. The owl's on top of it, and I don't want to scare him.
Elias is gonna come closer. It'll take me too long, so Elias will just kind of delicately say, "Excuse me," as he tries to reach for the bottom corner, and like opens the book and sees if it moves as he slowly lifts the cover up.
Yes, as it goes ahead, as you go ahead and open up the book, it just kind of like cascades down to the floor. And he's just kind of just standing with you all, looking up at you. As
Standing there on the floor?
yeah, again, and it lets down more spectral blue mist as it topples over. It's kind of like a ghosty effect. Like wherever it travels, it leaves a trail behind.
Was the conjuration the owl or the book? Is the book magic too?
It is
I'm
magical,
sorry,
yes.
Toffee.
It is magical, yes.
What school?
I don't know.
Okay. I don't know.
It's more than just
Okay.
conjuration.
I'm gonna tell Elias while Darling's just staring at the owl, but she's gonna mention to Elias, the book is magic and so is the owl, but I would be careful whatever you do with that. She's gonna keep looking at the owl.
Elias is gonna just slowly pry open the front to see if there's any writing in it.
Yes. Is anyone else looking here at the book as well with
No.
Elias?
I want to look at the book.
Yeah.
Kneeling down and staring at the owl, holding her hand out.
Yeah, the owl. Yeah, the owl kind of looks at your hand there, Kriya, and is like,
What? What? Wait,
Is that its wing or does it
it's
land?
like it puts like its talon like on your hand,
Oh.
and then
It's like melts.
and then as you melt, it just kind of like it just like clips through your hand, and like it has like its talon like clipped through your hand, as like the spectralness of it is melting
Does it
through.
hurt?
No, it doesn't hurt at all.
No,
Okay.
it's
You're just like
Oh, that's sick.
Serene and Elias. You guys inspect the book. Starting with you here, Serene. You open up the book. There's no front title. However, for some reason, Serene and Elias, you notice that the book is kind of covered in this sediment, this kind of like dirt mixture. Can you please both roll me investigation checks to kind of like perceive more about the type of sediment that's on the book?
Investigation?
Yes.
16.
12.
12. With a 12 there, Serene, you look over the book and you just think to yourself, like, this is just a dusty book that doesn't really have anything in it.
You're like,
Lame.
As to why it's glowing, maybe it's because the owl was on top of it. Elias, as Serene kind of turns away to join the rest of the group and kind of like coddle the cute little owl, you look at this. You look at the sediment that's on the book, and you look around at the pond nearby as well, noticing that the dirt there is more like just gravel and normal place dirt that you would find here. But as you go ahead and flip through the pages and touch the sediment, you realize that this is fine white sand. Sand that you would typically find on a beach. And as you go ahead and flip back to the front cover, you don't see anything at first, but then a spectral blue ink begins to appear for your eyes, Elias. And it reads, at first it looks like not common script. It looks like archaic symbols, and it begins to kind of melt before your eyes, and then it reads, "For my dear friend."
Elias keeps waiting to see if it's going to say who the friend is.
As an insignia of a blank scroll appears in the middle of the page. With like the unraveling part at the top and at the bottom, that kind of scroll.
Oh, I see. So like a symbol of a scroll.
A symbol of a scroll.
I see. Does this look like anything that Elias would recognize?
No, it is not.
Okay.
However, you do notice that the symbol of that scroll appears to be somewhat glowing a little bit, as if it's vibrating with a little bit of energy. You're not too sure, but it's very curious.
Darling,
Yeah.
do you see anything different on this? And he points without touching it at the insignia.
He points to that insignia there, darling. You don't see anything on that page. It just looks like a blank piece of paper that's covered in like a white sediment, dusty sand.
There's just sand.
No. Underneath that. And he
Can I
brushes
try to brush away the sand?
You brush it away, and it just looks like nice quality, heavy-duty parchment paper
There's
bound into the book.
nothing there.
Elias touches the insignia.
As you go ahead and touch the insignia there, Elias, everyone that's coddling the owl, it begins to fly back into the book. Kind
What
of
the
like
fuck?
energy, blue spectral energy. It begins to dissipate and go back into the book.
No. You took him away.
What happened to it? What was it doing?
Elias touches it again.
He touched his breadcrumbs. What the fuck?
Again, as you touch it again, the owl flies back out and looks at all of you curiously.
Someone explain to me what just happened.
Is there such a thing
As you notice
Oh,
that
no.
some of its feathers are like a little ruffled as it's been going in and out of this container.
Oh no, look what you did. She tries to like his feathers.
You go ahead and put back one of the feathers, and it stays for like 2 seconds, and it goes. Boing, it just flies back to its chaotic position.
There's a scroll on this thing. That's what I was touching.
Can I try to touch the spot that he touched?
Yes, you still have detect magic on, and yeah, it's magical, but this is a magic that you're not really too familiar with. You feel as if this magic is beyond the realms of normal magic that's commonly found within the realm.
So if I touch it, nothing happens?
When you touch it, nothing happens for you, and you don't see anything on the book.
What is in the following pages?
You scroll through really quickly, and the last 80 or so pages are blank. This first thing of text, these archaic symbols, they take up maybe about 3 or 4 pages, and then you notice there's a distinct space in between the next section, and that one takes another 3 or 4 pages as well.
And I can't read it.
You can. It begins to slowly unravel before your eyes the longer you look at it, but it doesn't become clear to you straight away, right from the get-go. The longer you look at it, you notice that more of the symbols begin to kind of melt for you and reveal the actual text underneath.
Is he the only one holding it?
He is.
No, I was the one touching it, but
What
it
would-
didn't work.
Wait, so you can see stuff in the book?
Yeah, and he passes
But
it
she-
to Kriya.
Okay, she holds it.
You hold it. It's a heavy tome, maybe about 15
Okay.
pounds or so.
She like looks through the pages and sees if she can see any changes.
Looks
anything
through.
wrong.
You're dislodging more of the sand off the book, and nothing.
Okay, so my theory is incorrect. I was going to enhance it back to him. I thought maybe it was by whoever held it, maybe potentially.
Well, but I held it first and nothing happened.
what's on the can I read anything that would make any sense of what it is? Flipping through the pages or trying to read it out loud.
Elias, you would have to spend some time to kind of sit down with the book to kind of get more about it. Do you want to? What was else? What else would the party be doing here?
Darling, is there anything coming from anywhere else in here?
If I look around, is there anything else glowing?
With detect magic still going, you notice that pond, no signature of magic anymore. It's all heavily contained on the owl and the book.
No, there's nothing else around here.
Elias is gonna go ahead and cast Speak with Animals, and say, "What is this?" to the owl.
Is that a
I
real
don't think
animal?
it's an animal.
Yeah, it might not.
This thing has no bones.
Is that what you said?
It looks to you curiously, Elias, and as your eyes turn blue to cast Speak with Animals, it doesn't respond back. It kind of cocks its head to the side. As you also notice, as it turns its head back down and looks back up, you notice that the crescent moon that was on its head has turned to the same iconography on the tome. It's turned to that scrolled
And we see
symbol. Yes.
You try talking to it in common, maybe?
Hey, ow!
It just kind of like hops to like turn around to look at you there.
that? Comic, it's looking at you. Comic, it's looking at you.
What are you?
Points is what are you?
A cutie.
It looks
She's just like still petting it.
it looks at you there, Komek. It
One thing
eyes
to melt her
kind of like pierce through your soul there, Komek.
Well,
As its
no bones.
black owl cute eyes begin to kind of turn like a little bioluminescent gold for a bit.
bioluminescent.
Bioluminescent. It looks down,
Bioluminescent.
looks back up, and comes back.
Oh,
The same iconography that you carry with your armor when you first got here, as well as your sword when you first got here. That similar raven. It's right here on the forehead.
So I don't detect any of that?
Comic.
You don't.
I'll explain to
so-
him. I'll explain to him what it looks like. It changed.
Wait, what?
It has the thing that's on your armor.
It
It's
then
on
flies to your hand and goes to like where your thumb and like the index finger are, and begins to kind of like flutter in the air and kind of like let your fingers trace along the forehead for you to kind of trace out the shape there. And yeah, you know that it's in fact has the shape of the raven.
Why
on
do you
there.
look so uncomfortable?
Fancy just like push it away. Like, what are you doing?
He's just making friends.
Looks down to you there, Serene. Same thing.
Two little horns come out of its.
All right.
I push Comic
and a
into the
wizard
water and
hat
hold him
appears on
down.
its head.
Wizard.
Same thing. Looks to you there, Serene. As it approaches you, I mean, it won't interact with you unless you want to interact with it.
Wand.
What, like
Looks
put
at
my
you.
hand out?
Say, hey, I'm talking
Yeah.
Puts your hand
I am
out.
fucking talking
Kind of like
to you.
gets some. It scratches your head up against your hand. Looks down. Looks back up. The icon has changed. It's now these silver antlers that are kind of spiked towards
And
the
a
end.
wizard hat.
And like turns your head to the side, kind of gauge your expression.
I'm gonna take my hand away.
Head back down, back to the silver moon.
I guess I'll keep reading this.
What does it say?
Can I make any words out thus far?
In the entire time that you've been kind of reading this book while everyone else has been kind of experimenting with the owl, you begin to kind of figure out that this is reminiscent of the you know, you pick on some words like summon, locate, spectral, beast of burden, familiar, ethereal. These are all words that you see within the text.
If I present my symbol to it, what does it do? I scoot up and like put it out in front of him.
One moment here.
Its eyes go wide. It screams.
Oh no!
Doing some lore work here. 1 second.
Oh no! I broke it. I broke the L.
Get the loading symbol.
It's a loading symbol.
It's the apple, like, multicolored one.
Yeah. It starts
Loading cuts.
And then it stops and it's like they're frozen for like 50 years.
Being taken out of the in-game engine.
You should contact an Apple genius. Your nearest genius bar.
Why did my CPU go up to 100%?
So your symbol of Sune begins to kind of warm up. What are you doing? You're presenting the
Like
darling-
my focus. Like what I.
Yeah, there's a pleasant glow and warmth between the two objects, your necklace and the book. And in your heart or in your belief in Sune, you begin to kind of realize that there is a positive match between these two forces. And you know for a fact that this has to be something from the one of the major deities of Faerun. Faerun.
Yeah.
They're getting along, whatever that is.
Huh. Elias, read something from the book.
Summon, beast of burden, ethereal, familiar, locate.
Does it do it? Does anything happen?
You cast him a spell?
Nothing happens.
What kind of book is this?
Again, Elias, it was very hard for you to get those words out of your mouth because for some reason, even though those symbols melted into something that you can understand, it didn't melt into common or any other text that you would recognize. You just, that's the word that comes to your head when you look at those symbols.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Should we just take the book?
Well, this wasn't here. It wasn't here yesterday, right?
It was not, no.
This wasn't here yesterday, so I suppose so.
Elias looks at the owl and says, "Okay, we're taking this." And then he slowly backs out and sees if it does anything.
Come with
Yeah, I want to see if it's gonna follow him.
house.
Elias, you're like at like the cave of the door.
The
Like-
cave of the door.
Or like the cave
The
entrance.
door. Yeah.
The door
And
of the
it's,
cave.
it's looking at you all kind of mysteriously as you all begin to kind of walk away.
Kriya's not walking away.
You're just like,
Kriya's not walking away.
Kriya's,
She's
like,
with
sitting.
it. She's just like cross-legged sitting next to it. Just like, I need therapy. This is good. This is the closest I'll get to it.
you also know what I realized? I never asked them my fucking question of the day, but whatever.
Yeah.
Let's go, let's go. Right now, right now,
We'll
right
do-
now.
We'll do it.
Or you can do it when we
The
get back from
owl
break.
has-
We'll do it at the beginning of break. Remind me, guys.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna remember.
Like a baby that you like. I hate like those parents at the mall. They're like, "Okay, we're leaving, and then the mom, the kids are like, "Wah!" and then you begin to kind of like go out. This owl isn't like that at all. It's just
Why bring it up?
yeah, exactly. The antithesis.
He was was like, you know that thing that happened?
It's
Yeah,
nothing
anyway.
like that at all.
It's legit just sitting there. It's just standing there on the floor of this cave, looking strangely at you all.
Chris is sitting next to it like, okay.
Do the thing to put it back in the book. Whatever you
Yeah,
did.
touch the book.
Put it back in the book.
Elias touches the scroll.
And as Kriya's like, you're so cute.
She like
and the
holds her
owl is just
arm
like-
out.
Yeah, and the owl is just like, I'm just accepting all these pets. As you're cuddling it, it just disappears in front of you and goes, and snakes
You
back
killed
into the
it.
book.
My only chances for happiness.
Right.
Oh my god.
Taking it with us. Don't worry.
Another
Trapped in
small
a
animal.
book, you heathen.
We don't have any animals right now. Well, we have the bird, but she hates us. so-
She's on a business trip right now.
This one doesn't!
Oh wait, yeah, we don't even have our
Yeah, we
bird
don't have her
anymore.
now.
Wait, what happened to the bird? What's it about?
We sent it to send a message.
Oh, okay.
Okay, what are you
So,
doing here, guys?
what are you gonna do with that?
We have it out. Does it have to stay in the book?
I feel cheated. I found it.
Can we take it out?
Play your
I touched
favoritism.
it
Play your
first. I want the
favoritism.
book.
Can we take it out of the book?
Okay, Elias takes it out of the book as he continues cleaning up around
But
the
it's
camp.
not gonna follow us, Kriya.
Rather than like
Yes, it
fly-
will!
rather than like it does fly out again, and kind of again its feathers are even more ruffled as it's been coming
How dare
in
you!
and out.
How could you have done this?
You're just pushing and pulling it out of the fate. Like you're just fucking.
This is clearly
It's like-
wizard stuff.
Like,
Oh my.
where is it? Where's
Serene?
Owl?
The owl is on top of the book.
What?
It's on top of
She's
the
What
book.
is
eating
this?
breakfast. She's
It's
like,
Okay.
perched on the book.
Okay. Kriya gets up and runs.
As you run towards the owl. Elias, what are you doing?
Elias passes the book as he continues cleaning up the camp.
Yeah, yeah. You do
He's
that,
like,
work.
and he is.
no, it's out.
Yeah, it's out. It's out now, but it's
So-
just chilling. It's just chilling right now.
Just as gently patting it.
Is the goblin scarf or the like sash still around, or did the crocodile eat it?
Oh god.
The sash. So you guys are a couple hours away from the
Oh, we
site of
already
the
moved
battle.
on from it. Oh, I see. Never mind. We left it behind.
I did kind of rush you guys there. If you guys want to have taken it for any reasons, you guys also still have your
I
red
didn't
brand
take it.
cloaks. But in regards to like any other like potential Cragmaw memorabilia, there wasn't really much to take other than like that goat staff. But that's not really memorabilia. That's more like a weapon.
Yeah. Who's gonna use the goat staff?
Elias has it.
He has
Someone
everything,
want it?
doesn't he?
Yeah. Does someone want it?
It's
Yeah, it's almost like.
it's
Bird on each
it's a
shoulder.
pretty gnarly staff.
Like, I don't really want it.
It's pretty gnarly.
It's like it's
Bruh.
brutal. Like it's.
Yeah,
Fucking
my
sucks.
raven, I got my
That's
owl, I got
bad,
my
and
goat.
that's
I'm
sick.
Yeah,
multi-classing
you gave
druid.
him the animal.
He holds it. He holds it out to Komek, seeing if he'll respond to the goat staff.
Oh, okay.
Or do I have it, or was Carly still
Like, you
holding
just
it?
dog.
Elias
I
can-
gave it back to you.
I thought he meant the book. I'm like, fuck off of me.
I just did that for you, and then I gave it back.
Oh, okay.
I never took it.
Chris is in a corner just petting the
So
You
just
can
holding
make
the
with
staff?
that. You can make all of us kind of blind.
Wait, well.
What?
No, no.
Touch the staff. Attune to the staff.
He hands it to Komek.
I'll take it.
Okay.
Do I sense anything?
You'd have to attune to it if you'd like to take a look. But again,
I
it's
think
like
the-
it's a gnarly looking staff with the goat bones all over, goat skull.
Oh, boom.
Do it.
How
I
bones?
feel like the wizard should have this.
Well, the funny thing is we don't have a wizard, so Julie.
It wasn't even that funny, but it was really funny.
Okay, well,
Just hammer it home till it fucking dies. Holy shit.
Well, the funny thing is,
we don't have one, so go ahead.
it is funny.
Like, Serene, do you want this?
What is? It's
you-
a staff. right?
If you take it, you're agreeing that you're a wizard. Don't do it. It's a
Is it
fucking
a-
trap.
Quarterstaff or a staff?
I think it's a
Whole
quarterstaff.
It's a
Is it quarter? Half staff?
it's a quarters it's a
Half
quarter
staff?
staff.
Quarter
It's a quarter staff.
Oh. I could actually use it, but based off principle, I'm not taking it.
No.
No.
Okay. What does it do?
You don't
Would
have
you
to attune to
Would
it.
you like to attune to it? I can DM it to you once you attune.
I'll swing it around like a bat. Like,
Okay, okay, come
you
on.
notice
we're
like
still right next
the goat bones begin to kind of like jingle, and again the
Ugh.
goat is kind of like it's the bottom and top jaw, so it is kind of like in this like
It will hate
it looks like it's smiling. A
Oh,
little
it
bit.
like opens and closes.
Yeah, it opens and closes. So when you cast spells, it comes out of the like it's laughing and it comes out of the skull.
I don't like it.
And it's curved
I don't like
horns
it
too,
either.
like a spiral.
That's a ram.
Okay. Ram staff. I don't know.
it's multiple animals put together.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's a
that's
hybrid
creepy.
staff.
Are you attuning to it, Colin?
I'll attune to it.
Okay, you tune to it, Jack. Here we go.
Feel the magic.
Elias, what are you doing, dude? What's up? What you got? What's your cleaning up camp?
Yeah, let's say that I've
Mhm.
cleaned shit up.
Mhm.
Clean shit up.
You
So,
you also notice 1 second here. You also notice that your flute isn't where you left it. You don't have your flute with you.
did I lose it?
Make a roll a perception check.
Like I just can't find it, or you
Roll a
mean
per-
it's somewhere else?
You can't find it. Yeah, roll a perception check.
0.
Oh my god.
You don't even know
And
it's
it's
gone.
lost.
Roll 0.
And it's gone.
How do you fucking roll 0? What the
'Cause
fuck?
he
I
has a
rolled a 2 and I have
negative.
-2 perception.
Does he say anything?
Oh.
Your flute's gone. You don't know where it's at.
Has anyone seen my flute?
I help him look for his
No.
Swinging the staff.
Beth, or darling, you actually see it right above the tree that you guys camped at, and it's about 80 feet up in the branches.
Elias,
What?
look.
Elias looks.
He's blind now.
You see it. It's there.
How much time
It's
would
80 feet
Comac?
up.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a disease spreads.
Is this a prank?
No, I don't know how that got up. Wait, it's in the tree. Toffee?
Yes, it's like wedged in between some of the branches.
How did you like throw it?
Why
How
would I
did you
throw
get
my
it?
flute?
I don't know. How did it get that high?
Insight check.
What the fuck?
All right, insight check. What we got?
I don't
I
trust
rolled a 2.
darling.
It says horrible
Also,
insight.
I'm not trying to deceive. Like I'll just tell you right now, I'm not lying. How did you get that up there? She's hard to read, man.
I'm probably the most honest person in the group. Insight.
You fucker! I know you did this.
Elias, what do you want right now? What do you want right now in this moment?
Elias wants to know why his flute is up in the tree.
I want to know that
he's
too.
He's gonna
Well-
start interrogating everybody or what?
Yeah.
Takes out an arrow.
Zone of truth, everybody.
Oh, I still do have that.
You said it's 80 feet high?
Yes.
It's fucking.
Jesus.
It's like the height of the tree.
You're gonna have to climb, bro. Or ask somebody to climb through.
That's not a. I don't.
Got it.
I
Okay,
don't know if this is smart for any of us to do.
Elias, are you thinking like in your head like I want to get my staff
my flute?
or your flute?
Yeah.
Tomek's like,
I'm not leaving
As
without
you think
it.
about this, Kriya, as you're like coddling the owl blinks and disappears from your grasp
Why does everything I love leave?
and and appears on your shoulder there, Elias. It was about 60 feet away or 30 feet away, and it blinked to your shoulder. Another
Elias
30
is
feet.
gonna like trip and fall over.
Whoa.
Not expecting the owl to have come
As
over.
you're on your
not
your
worthy.
belly, it just kind of like sits on the small of your back.
I have conquered.
Yeah.
Did you put that there?
He kind of like walks to the top of your head and like looks down at you as you're like looking up. And looks down.
Hello?
That's a weird bird.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Hold on, that's my Panda Express. Keep playing with other people.
Fuck. Guess he's not the
Did
chosen
Comic
one
attune to it
anymore.
yet?
He did.
Can't be
into
the
it.
chosen one anymore.
I want to see what Comic's gonna do with this.
Also, Beth, the caramel corn is gone.
We have so much more, Julie. Tomorrow.
That shit good.
That shit bust.
I was just like,
Oh my god, don't do that.
Julie, that's amazing.
I just did it! I was eating it from the bag.
Oh, I didn't see it.
It'll be on the stream. Unless- I
Cut
don't know
this
if it
part
was-
out, Tom.
If it was out of frame.
It's not live.
This is all scripted, anyway.
Yeah,
So
obviously.
Wait, are we done packing up by this point?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Are we?
I'm gonna go over to Serene.
Alright, what I miss?
And I'm nothing.
We're finishing up a small little scene here with Darling and Serene before we
We're
go
waiting
back
for
to
you,
you.
chosen one.
I'm gonna go up to Serene and say, well, if we need to help him down, and there's like a lot of other stuff happening today, I think when we get to the castle, we should scout out the outside and then find somewhere to camp and then go in fresh the next day.
okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. That's all I wanted. And then I'm gonna turn back and see what Elias is doing.
Yeah, you
Chris
see
is
that
not-
this owl
not
is on
paying
top of the
attention.
head and is just like looking down at poor Elias, who's just like face down in the dirt, kind of like looking up at this
Ass
blue owl.
up.
Yeah, face down, ass
Face
up.
down, ass up.
Look me at the yuck.
That's stop.
Looks down at you, Elias. What are you doing?
Did you put it up there?
Looks down at you.
I don't understand.
I don't know, did I?
I mean, maybe you would if you spent time with it, you know.
Korea's bitter.
Can you get it?
Looks up at the thing. Looks down at you.
Did Comic? What is Comic?
We're trying to kill it.
Comic, can you get this? Can you get the flute?
When you were already pointing that way, darling, you notice that the blue owl is beginning to fly up and flutter up to the tree branch. Grips it with both of its talons. And then
The owl's
gracefully
stealing his
glides
flute.
down. Gracefully glides down. Gracefully glides down and then drops the flute on top of your head with a bonk. Bonk. Elias says it's dropped on your head right there.
Get fucked.
Elias examines it, see if it's okay.
Perfect condition.
Is he multi-classing as a wizard? Why does he get a familiar?
It's clearly druid.
It's my feat that I chose.
You get a fucking familiar?
It's the ritual casting feat.
Oh, I know
yeah.
what you're talking about.
With its feathers all ruffled, it trots over to the book and places its talon onto the scroll, and then just back into the book. It goes home for the night.
Self-aware.
Comic,
Elias,
how's that?
pockets his
How's that
flute.
going over there? I'm staying away from Comic because I know what that thing does.
I'm a wizard now.
Okay, at least we have one in our fucking party now.
Serene, do you regret your choices?
You know what? No, that's fine.
Also,
Now we
what
actually
it's
have
like.
a wizard.
Comic, how are you gonna? Never mind. Nothing.
Okay. Kriya.
He's just like sitting on the ground, just staring at the staring at the floor.
I'll squat
Well-
down. Say,
Well,
I
Look a
noticed-
kid.
I noticed
Hey,
that
bud.
Your weapons are kind of fucked up.
how they fucked up? What the fuck?
I think you were smashing them against a tree or something.
Yeah, they were dulled.
Oh, okay. I didn't even know this information until right now.
I like heft like my backpack. It's got like weapons and stuff. I'm like, I have an extra sword.
That's fine.
Oh, okay. I put it back.
That's what you get for being nice.
if you need something, because you know.
I
some
don't know what I
attacks
need
or
anymore.
You probably need a weapon in case.
I have a weapon and lack of
Oh, okay.
care.
Having missed the
I'll
conversation
just carry all
earlier-
this.
Just put it in the wagon. We're leaving the thing here anyway.
Oh, that was my
Fucking
question.
weirdo.
We're leaving the horse here?
That was like
think
a
we're
power
leaving
game
the
to get my
cart.
weapons dulled out of my control.
Well,
I thought
okay.
we agreed that it was gonna like float.
No,
I don't
we
think
didn't
that's a
agree
good
on that at all.
idea.
I think we've got two options. We either leave the horse and the cart here together,
Uh-huh.
or we leave just the cart here and take the horse with us. But either way,
Well, there's even if we take the horse, only at most 2 people can sit on that, so we're
Yeah.
gonna be slow anyway.
Well, we can't leave a horse strapped to a wagon for days on end. Just like in the woods.
We
Or-
can take the
We could
horse,
take the
but
horse
it's not
with
gonna make us faster.
a few items that we don't want to leave in the wagon, like
The gold?
Okay,
Well,
let's
we
go
can't
through
take
every.
all the gold.
Take everything off the wagon. Let's go through it again.
And Elias pulls out his hand and
Pulls out his hand.
he presents his hand.
Two fingers
And
He's
the spirit of a bull's head, like the like conjuration of like a bull's head, comes out and says, I could make the horse extra strong for a bit and
Magic.
get us there.
how
Yeah,
long
come
can
like
you
your
do that
magic.
for?
What was that?
How
Sorry.
long can you do that for?
An hour?
Can you cast it twice?
I technically could.
How long can you make things fly?
I can't.
Serene?
I don't know. Last time I did it, I got
Limitless.
tired really quickly, so
Okay. So you get the Elias makes you strong. You cast the spell so you don't get
That
tired.
is not how magic works.
Suddenly everyone's a wizard.
Comic?
it's not like a physical strength. I just feel exhausted,
Fatigued.
tired. It's not anything to do with
Keep
How long?
strength.
I don't know
using
if
that
Elias would be able
I
to
got
tell
it.
us, but with bull strength, which basically it
Increases
says
the carrying capacity, yes.
increases carrying capacity and advantage on strength checks. How long would it take the horse to get there?
You're gonna have to find out.
All right. Yeah, that's fair. That's
Thing
fair.
is, it's 2 to 3 hours on foot, and we're going through terrain that doesn't have any paved roads, so
Yeah,
it's gonna
this
take
isn't-
long with the wagon too.
Can't Comic cut down all the trees in the way?
I would
Oh, he
say
has that axe.
I would
Yes.
say at this point there are certain paths kind of leading back towards Cragmaw Castle, because
But
if
I
you were
don't
to
think
if you were
we
to
wanna
imagine
take
it,
the path.
right. But if you were to imagine, like, if they were set up at Cragmaw Castle and kind of like branching out, they would have made paths over time to kind of like have easier
Right.
access for hunting and shit like that. So,
But I don't.
We'll take the path.
If we take the path, that's a very high increased chance that we're gonna run into more people that are coming out, like that big group that we just ran into.
That's good. That's actually a good thing. So, listen. We'll talk tactics here. There's
Okay.
a set number of defenders of this castle, right? And if they're
Sure.
sending out patrols, they're reducing that number, and we can get them in smaller groups while they're not inside a defensible position.
I get those picks.
Huh?
Didn't you just? They would always have a set number inside. So these patrol parties, but that party that we ran into, I don't think was patrolling. They were just leaving. So if we could just completely avoid that and not fatigue ourselves.
Well, we don't know if they're leaving or patrolling or what if we come across them.
Well, they had prisoners.
And we saved those prisoners.
We killed one of them.
Well, if we
I didn't.
patrol and they find the cart, they might just take everything.
Who did kill that one? Oh, it was a crocodile.
Was it crocodile?
I think so.
Wasn't it the vines?
No.
it was your spiritual
I
weapon, bro.
don't know. Wait,
You did
me?
it. You
It
did
was,
it, monster.
it was your spiritual weapon, you monster. A lot of choices here to make, guys. What's gonna be?
So I
I
can
see.
chop down the trees. We have.
That's gonna be very loud.
I hate these fucking trees. We can go through the path. We can make the cart fly.
That's so
and we can make
aggressive.
something I'm feeling a little comfortable being in the forest for so long. But
Why?
there's lots of noises. But anyway,
Oh, okay.
we have a lot of options here. And we're just gonna reject all of them.
Or I make the horse invisible for an hour, which probably
The
isn't.
cart won't.
There's horse turds falling out of nothing.
I
Horse
say
goes up to the mirror and like,
Okay.
looks at itself in the mirror. Who is that girl? I see?
I
Fucking
say
Ada.
if you guys really, really want to take the cart, we should take the paths and just risk it. The trees are going to be
do
so
we
loud
need
to
it?
cut down. We don't
Well,
need.
just-
I
the
said we
thing
don't need
is-
it.
We're going to the castle. We're not going to bring a fucking cart into it. Why do we need a
My
cart?
my
Well, if they're
concern.
patrols, that they might come across it.
Yeah, and where are they gonna bring it back to? The castle. Where are we
But-
going? The castle.
What? We're going to hide it.
Wouldn't if we bring it close? We're 2 hours away from the castle. If we bring the cart closer and stash it while we go inside, they are so
They're
much
definitely
more
gonna
likely
find it.
to run into it.
I think we should at least take the horse with us so that we can feed it for one last time.
Right, but
because
taking
Who
the
knows
whole
what's gonna
cart.
happen? Yeah.
And we
We just slept in a cave. We'll put it in the cave.
That's true. Nobody
Okay.
came around at night, right?
No.
I was
Huh?
asleep. I don't know.
will it fit in the
but-
cave, Toffee?
I didn't pay attention, but I assume no one came around because I didn't wake up.
Y'all didn't wake me up, so.
Wake me up.
Just so you guys know, the rest of this path that's leading towards Cragmaw Castle, it's on an incline.
We're not taking the cart.
Well, we could make it fly, and Serene could rest by sitting on
What if
top
we're
of the
bringing it
horse.
closer to the castle? We're just
There-
making it more likely to be found.
And if you guys
Well,
do
that's
look
fine.
at, and if you guys
They're
do look at the
defended.
map, you do notice that like the density of the trees on the map when you guys get closer to Cragmaw Castle, it's a lot more compact. You notice that
Over the
the trees in the middle of the Neverwinter Wood, from what you guys know and just general rumors, is that it gets way more dense the more you get closer into
This map isn't accurate.
Yeah, but this is a dated map.
Who draws the individual trees? We're not gonna.
Yeah,
We'll
you could leave
take
the cart
horse,
behind, or you could
leave
bring
the
it.
cart.
Okay.
Okay. We'll leave the cart full of treasure in the cave.
And if a patrol finds it, they'll bring it back to Cragmaw Castle.
We assume that.
Where
But
else
we-
would they take it?
Well, we learned that goblins have a lot of outposts in the
Also,
area, and
if
they
you
can
guys,
take to any of those.
I'm also gonna just say, if you guys need a quick getaway, you're not gonna have one.
We'll take
We're
the
not gonna
horse.
have one with the thing because the wagon's too heavy for the horse.
Well,
But
no.
with Martin's
Make it
or with
fly.
Elias's bull
If he's tapped out of spells, what are we?
make sure that doesn't happen.
I just
Yeah.
won't.
Cool.
Yeah, he's the chosen one, remember?
So like, he
The
dies,
chosen one.
and then we're bugged.
Okay, so. Okay.
We'll
If
steal
we
more
need a
horses
quick-
from the castle, and that's our quick escape.
Yeah, because if we need a quick escape and we have to go somewhere in the woods to find the wagon and then take the exact trail, that's not a quick escape.
Okay. I don't know why you guys are just intent on running away.
What?
Cowards. And
Hold
Listen,
on, hold on. Elias.
Mhm.
That bull
You literally
thing
ran from a dragon.
that you can
I don't know what
do.
you're talking about.
Uh-huh.
You said you could do it maybe for 2 hours.
on top of it.
Would you need
Coward.
to rest
Coward.
again before you could do that again?
I could do it technically 3 times.
Why do you
Or
keep
I
saying
need to rest.
technically? Just say I can do it.
Just flex your Q muscle.
Oh, fuck me!
Anyway.
Oh shit! Oh no!
I would like to report it for KLFP.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I could do it.
Don't you fucking say it. You can do it 3 times. Technically, I can do 3 times.
I can do it for no more than 3 hours before I get tired. Fuck you.
There
guys.
you go.
Oh fuck. Okay.
Okay, 3 hours. Nobody watching this is gonna get that at all.
Oh my god. We have some RPers.
Holy
This is why I
shit.
quit roleplay.
Because you couldn't stop be doing
No, I
fail
couldn't.
RP.
I forgot how to roleplay.
Ticketing.
3 hours.
I can do
Just
it
like
for 3 hours
double
without
click your
resting.
trigger finger.
Just shift.
Look through your eyes.
Through your
You just really look through your eyes.
Happy holidays, everyone.
I'm so upset that I put my headphones back on.
It is.
Damn, look at these fucking locals. What the fuck?
Okay. Back to
Okay. And we're back into place.
So 3 hours.
Are we? Are we back in
I can do
Wait,
it for
but
3
then-
hours before I need to sleep.
Right, so
We were gonna wait,
it's-
right? Anyway, right?
Huh?
Like when we get to the
oh yeah.
closer to the castle. Don't haunt me. I'm not done talking.
No.
We get closer to the castle. Darling just told me that she wanted us to get to the castle and scout out
I
every
think we need to
day
stop.
and then go in.
I think we need to stop this.
We can get a bird's eye view from the car if we make it fly.
How? No! That's not you want me to
Okay,
Just go over a rock.
You want me to
and
Okay.
levitate a cart over the tree line for the castle to see? That makes no sense.
We'll
think
go
we
really
should bring
high,
the
like in the
cart because we
clouds.
don't
I don't even know
we're
if we
gonna
can go
come
that
back this
high.
way.
That's a good point. We don't know if we're gonna take this way back. The part of leaving it in the cave is that we'd have to remember exactly where it is.
Okay,
Yeah,
mark
we'd
it on
have
the
to make
map.
sure we come back this way. I think we
Oh
should
my
just
God.
bring the cart and try to hide it.
Elias can Elias can do the thing.
We can
Flex
bury
my
it.
Q muscle.
Elias can do the thing. And then he'll just sleep for the rest of the night. We'll scout out the castle and look for a good way in and give us some time.
Okay. Is that what we decided on?
I hate
Yeah.
this. I hate this
Great.
voice call so much.
So,
I fucking hate it here.
as you guys all prepare
Y'all are
to
not gonna get appreciations later.
as you all begin to make your way west more, Elias, you go ahead and sit up front with Kriya, I would assume, and you go ahead and cast out your enhanceability. And what does that look like to you as you cast out the bull's endurance? What does that look like to you?
The bullhead that was in my hand. I fucking hate you guys. The
Yeah.
bullhead that was in my hand.
That's watch me
pointed
or
What?
nothing.
No. That was out of character. That was okay. He points it forward to where the horse is, and then like the bull's head goes into where the horse's head is, and it like momentarily has some bull horns.
Nice, cool visual.
Very
Nice. And it's ready to go. Kriya, as you
Cutting
go
down the
ahead.
trees?
As you go ahead and yeah, the horses, the horse, the one
loud.
horse. Sure, the carrying capacity on this horse is doubled. However, it still has the speed of one horse as it's trudging along down the path.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, 1 horsepower. It's not that bad.
1 horsepower. If only one of y'all had something that would.
I found out that 1 horse isn't 1 horsepower and it made me very upset.
One of
What,
us
what are
has-
you? What are you doing this for?
Wait. No.
Do we have wizard magic?
You
I'm
might.
trying to fucking breathe, stop.
The
What
only
do
thing
you
I
think?
have is like only effective in combat. So
Can you cast
do you-
conjure
what-
horse?
Not necessarily there, Don. I would double check.
what?
Okay,
Longstrider?
Ooh.
I thought Longstrider was only for like doing like movements. So yeah, that's it.
That's what we
he-
need right
yeah,
now.
yeah.
I realized it as I said it. I was like, oh
Just
god, I'm gonna
remove
sound
me.
like a
I thought I
fucking
just made you
idiot.
move faster.
How long does it? How long did it last
It's
for?
an
This would've been
hour.
so useful.
I mean,
So it's the same amount of
how many
time.
times can you?
All right, well, Kriya just
I think I can do like 3 times.
Kriya flexes her F muscle and just slaps it on the ass.
How many muscles? do you got?
Cast Longstrider on it.
Yeah. You go ahead and you pick up some
Press
dirt.
the glove.
Yeah. Put you slap it on the back of the horse's ass, and it begins to rapidly pick up pace. It's going about 10 feet faster per round than it usually would, and you guys all begin to kind of travel down the path.
I feel like jog to keep up with it now. Power walk. Like.
It's actually going at the speed of what 3 horses might be right now.
Oh shit.
So y'all going fast. Y'all turbo right now. As you guys are going over there.
He's going turbo.
You guys travel
Like kicking the
for
maximum overdrive.
another hour. Another
Can
hour.
we sit in the cart?
You guys are all in the cart right now.
Oh, I thought
You
it
wouldn't, be able
fit.
to, you wouldn't be able to keep up.
No, you guys
Do
are
we
all
have
in the
like
cart.
crates in there?
We're deja
We
vuing this
fit
shit.
last time. We fit with
You-
a dead
you
Oh,
can
body.
fit.
we hung off the side.
Yeah.
Well,
And you also don't have Droop there anymore, so that's more space.
Yeah.
So you guys can all
It's a
control.
lot of space that got.
Yeah, look at all this room. An hour passes, and the horse begins to slow down to a snail pace again. No sights of any of anything.
At the same time.
No threats
Can we see-
nearby.
We couldn't see the castle before from where we
At this
were,
point
right?
now, well, it's strange. Even though you guys are
We're
traveling
still like
uphill,
another hour.
you're still like another hour away. You don't see it quite yet.
All right.
Are you guys gonna do it again? Elias, Korea.
We can.
I don't know if I can
we
do it
wanna
again.
do that.
I don't think I can do it again.
How many more times can you technically do?
Why would you do that?
Can I do it again?
You do. You have 3
confused.
spell slots. You can do it again if you want.
I only have 1 spell slot and I don't want to use it for that.
Where's Sleebag?
I only have 1. After
If-
this, like, no. Because I used
What did
Insane
you do?
Strike and then Long Strider, so I
No,
can't use it
we
again.
slept.
We had
Oh,
we had a-
bloody hell!
But wasn't the plan to sleep before going into Cragmaw Castle anyway?
That's what I just
Yeah.
said.
Yeah. So you
Oh,
could.
shit.
Are we gonna be awake for 2 hours and then go to sleep again?
I thought you guys were gonna scout the area
We're
around.
gonna scout the area.
Okay,
Then
gotcha.
sleep? Okay.
There's no one.
So you
listening.
could
We're
use
just
the last
gonna
spell
spend the day
slot
scouting.
to expend it, and then
Well,
And
we can-
sleep? If we're gonna sleep, yeah.
yeah, sleep and
We're
then
s-
attack at night.
No one listens to me.
Mm.
There was a lot of people talking, Beth.
I said this when it was silent. When Martin went to go, get his fucking Panda Express.
Alright, anyway.
Good idea,
Stop
Julie.
the horse's ass, let's go. Long Strider again.
Elias, you doing Bull's Endurance?
Yeah.
I'll slap that horse's ass again.
All right. You guys travel
Double
for
tap.
another hour at like a rapid pace, doing way more than what 2 horses could with just 1 horse. The power of magic. And as you guys are ascending this path, it suddenly like flattens out the path, and almost like a crater in the earth. You see it down below, down the path, and down in the middle of this crater
We should definitely get off of the path now.
is Cragmaw Castle.
This bitch.
We shouldn't be
Nice.
on the big hill in sight for very long.
Right, but this is a good place to get it.
You notice that in the middle of this crater there is a few there's a few trees, but other than that, it's pretty barren. You notice that the Cragmaw Castle kind of looks like 7 interconnected towers, and I would say that you guys are kind of approaching it from, if the front of the castle, right, that you guys are looking at right now, is facing west, you guys are kind of looking at it from a southwest angle right now, as you guys are approaching it from the hill. So,
I thought we came
Here.
from the east.
Yeah, we're coming from the river, so.
but you know, the path, it's not straight. It's like you guys have to like, you know,
Okay.
warp and
Do it
bend.
around it.
And it's about 3 in the afternoon right now. But again, barren field. If you want a sort of outside look here in terms of like what it might look like, well, not yet. I'm not going to do anything of that right now. But yeah, you see Cragmaw Castle from the outside as you guys crest the top of that path.
Are we high enough that we can see like over like the top layer, the roof layer?
Yes, you
or
are.
Are we still looking at the side? Okay.
You can see over
I'm
it.
gonna have someone explain to me. Draw it on the ground.
I'm not good.
Anybody?
I'm
No,
not
it's
good
okay,
at
you're good at
drawing. You're
drawing,
not
right?
gonna understand.
Okay. Whoever's good
Oh.
at like dimensions. I need
Elias,
make me a
do it.
little.
Yeah, let me see if I'm good in dimensions. Hold on.
Let me check my character sheet real quick.
Whoever would like to roll a perception check to kind of get more information about
I'll
the
do
castle
it.
from the outside, feel free.
Yeah.
Aside from you,
Okay.
Komek, because you're...
Yeah, it's way out of my
You're
range.
fucking blind.
What should I roll to see how good my sketch
That's
is?
a dirty 20. It would be performance.
You said perception, right?
Yep.
14.
Yeah. Kriya and Elias, you all see that this Cragmaw Castle...
I didn't roll. That wasn't me.
Sorry. Kriya and
No,
Darling.
she got a 20. Yeah.
Yeah, Kriya and Darling. You guys notice that this Cragmaw Castle, from the perspective that you can see, it does... the rumors were true. Cragmaw Castle looks a little run down. It consists of 7 crumbling towers of different sizes and heights. But these upper stories of the towers, they're all in varying states of collapse and decay and just general age. You guys can see the front entranceway here. And there is a short flight of steps that lead up to a terrace in front of the main entryway. So you kind of have to go up a floor to get to like the main part of the castle.
Do I see the thing to the east that the goblin that Bobo described, where he said
You-
that there was an entrance to the east?
You do not. Not from...
Okay.
You do not. Even with a dirty 20, you don't see that.
Okay.
You do notice that the front 2 towers of the entryway, the upper part is well maintained. Like those towers look a little bit more good to go, and you notice that the whole castle is covered in those arrow slits to shoot arrows out of. The outside walls, they look very thick. If you were to assume, it's really hard stone blocks, stone. Not a lot of wood in this castle.
Elias will do his best to try to draw a sketch.
I'll
Yes.
describe it if it helps him.
Yes, as he asks Darling if he's missing anything that he thinks that she thinks is important.
And I'll go ahead and transfer you guys over to here now. If y'all wanted a different angle, as you take your time working your way around the perimeter of this crater and trying to get more sketches, this is what you're able to sketch up there, Elias. Oops.
Tommy's there.
Tommy's there.
What the fuck was that?
He's at the front gate.
Yeah,
That's like the shape
Bing
of
bong!
it. Fuck your life.
Y'all got caboose?
It's the King Goblin.
The biggest gremlin of all.
Goblin.
Gremlin.
It's just a bunch of towers.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
And if I were to say where you guys are kind of looking at it from it right now, you guys are kind of looking at it from the southwest here. So the bottom left corner is where you guys are kind of on top of the hill right now.
Okay.
After we, recon the area, we'll discuss.
Where did we
strategy.
hide the cart?
You guys haven't yet. You're just still at the top of the
We'll
hill.
just put it over the ridge somewhere.
We're not gonna hide it.
We're gonna
Let's-
hide it.
Yeah, let's go put it off to the side now, like in the
Okay.
forest, in the tree line.
How
Yeah, I
long...
think we should keep it.
During this entire time, were you guys just like scouting right now? Was this like scouting? I would say...
Well,
I would say I probably would have wanted to hide the cart first.
Sure. I would say hiding in the cart and getting a good location for it, and a location that you all would memorize. It takes you 30 minutes to do, and it's hidden now.
And you said the castle's kind of like in like a crater, so is it like circular, like the tree line, or?
Yes, the tree line is circular.
Oh!
Don't do that.
I didn't shake it. I didn't think it was gonna do that.
Oh,
Oh, oh! Anyway,
Jump scared me.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Hard.
load stuff onto the cart. I'm not gonna need, so I don't need this bedroll. I don't need this.
Okay, thank you.
Whiskey, this
Well, so
backpack.
if we wanted to, then we could like have pairs go off and like meet in, like go on opposite sides and then meet at the other end of the
Me and
circle.
Elias can communicate with each other
Sure.
from across the way.
Good.
Well,
Also, I'm not gonna be much
wait.
help.
Wait, how
I was gonna
far
say,
along?
Comic might
How
wanna stay with the
far?
cart, just
is
to-
Well,
the-
well, if you guys are gonna semicircle around, you're gonna have to come back to get me.
I'm guessing that the crater is bigger than 120
That's true.
feet.
yes, it is a very wide crater. Again,
I would
this
say-
castle is dab smack right in the middle.
Honestly, I would say that we should keep within a decent distance of each other, though. I don't think we should go on opposite ends completely.
All right, so we'll
Okay.
just stay together and do one big circle.
We're staying together.
Yeah. Otherwise, we'd have to split.
and leave Comic at the cart.
Yeah.
I don't have to stay at the cart. We could just meet at the other
He's
side.
like,
He's a
he's like,
blind
but
man.
I really want to go, so we're not doing that.
You're
Well,
not
I
gonna
know
be able
magic.
to scout. I don't know what you
Right.
want from me.
Use your staff. Help us.
Okay.
Unless you can find like underground tunnels or something with your little blind ability, then.
I actually
Oh
can
my-
do that.
Can you actually?
Then do it. Why are we scouting around here?
There's no tunnel right here.
You don't know that. Have you tried?
I stomped my feet. No tunnel. Sorry.
Toffee's like, actually, as you do.
You feel the rumbling of a
Dragon.
open cavern beneath you.
Oh, dragon.
Okay, so we all go in a group around the circle and come back to the cart.
I would say so. Maybe we should like not travel all together. Like keep like 30 feet in between all of
Yeah.
us or something, so we're not just a giant clump of people moving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Military
Go
spacing.
prone.
Something I do have to keep in mind here, guys, is that you guys have not taken a long rest since you guys have traveled this far. I believe Marn, you're out of spell slots. Kriya's out of spell slots.
I'm not, but we
Or
can
like,
work
like
it out.
level two,
I'm
Yes.
not, but
like the level 2 the level 2 spell slots, or you guys are getting low.
I still have
Technically.
one more.
Wait,
We're
what time
just
is it?
scouting.
What time
Technically,
is it?
technically, yeah.
You have about 30 minutes left until the sun starts to set, and surprisingly, in your time scouting, you have not noticed any patrols
movement.
leaving or entering the castle. However, you do see that there is like yeah, and then yeah, that's all I'm gonna say for now. No movement in and out of the
Okay.
castle.
Group. I would like to say
Group.
that
Party of 5.
party 5, huddle in.
Take a knee.
Take a knee. So
I take a knee.
the sun is probably gonna set pretty soon based off the sun.
Son.
Come like, do you know what that is?
Yeah. I haven't been blind my whole life.
Wow.
You haven't been
need
blind your whole life?
to go into the castle while it's still dark. Now, if we try and rest before that, that means we only have a little bit more time to start resting and then wake up and be able, let's still have darkness when we wake up. Do you know what I
Right.
mean?
I
So
understand.
We should rest now.
if it's like what, 4 now? Right?
Right?
Sunsets around
Like 4:30, yeah.
or the
Is
yeah.
it-
Well, it depends
summer
if
or
it's
winter?
Is it winter? or
Yeah, is
summer?
it winter if we did daylight savings?
It's winter, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, so it's gonna.
Ooh.
Not
If
winter.
we wanted to get enough rest now, we could still wake up at midnight.
And
But-
still scout. Do you want to scout before we sleep or
yeah,
after?
let's scout first. That way we have a plan. Because if we
Yes.
scout and we find out like something's changed, then that
Right.
will
We
affect
only
if we
really
need, to
need the
rest.
darkness to get into the castle, I would say.
Okay, we go to
Can't,
scout.
can't goblins see in the dark?
I don't
It's black
know.
and white though, right? It's like how I see in the dark.
I don't know.
Well, yeah, you wouldn't know, but I'm assuming it's like
I would
what
say
see.
that Kriya, in her time understanding goblins and being familiar with them, you would know that goblins do have dark vision of 60 feet.
They can
Okay.
see in the dark.
How tall is the crater? Like, how deep is the valley? Like, how steep is the incline?
It
The crest.
descends. It's pretty steep. You
So,
would have.
is it more than 60 feet? Like, could they look up and still have perfect dark vision? What are you confused about, Dad?
no.
Like, is it? I don't think
No.
like the base of the crest is like right at the castle. I think
Yeah,
the crater's out.
it's a big ass crater, and the castle is like right there in the middle. You have to travel across the crater to get to the castle.
Even if they
Okay.
can see in the dark, I'd still rather have.
Darkness.
Still rather go with the darkness and
Okay.
because it's
Okay,
open.
we're going to
open
scout right now.
space.
Sure.
Okay.
Hold on. I'm still getting stuff out of my backpack.
We
In regards-
started.
In regards to the scouting session, I would like to know, like, what are you guys purposely trying to like look for from the outside? What like information that you guys didn't already get? Are you guys trying to look for?
Enemy
Okay.
positions,
You
weak
are
spots.
you're peering into the castle walls, so you can't really yet.
I thought you said we could see over the top.
If we
Yeah.
ever see any guards like on top going through or any movement through the windows,
We're just trying to see if we
anything-
can see where.
Also, can we see if there's like a courtyard within the walls, or is it all one building?
He said they were connected towers.
Yeah, but are they connected by a central structure or just walls?
We can also have someone be invisible and get extra close to look for.
I
And
don't.
we have birds.
Well,
We have
We
one bird.
don't. We have
Oh,
a
no.
magic owl that leaves glitter dust wherever it flies.
That's fine.
No, it's not. I don't want to get hurt.
It's a familiar. It can't.
Its feelings can go.
We'll have
It
it fly
doesn't-
up high enough so it can't hear the insults.
I can always hear the insults no matter how far you go.
What's the plan here, guys?
Jack just broke.
So we can see over the top of the castle, right?
Yes, but the tops of the tops of the castle are like collapsed and aged.
So we can see even more.
It's good to know.
And you
yeah.
can see even more. But again, you are like far out. That you can't see over it.
That's
You-
what I was asking.
Right,
How
right.
steep is it? Like, how is it? Just like a gentle.
the
thing?
like diameter of this crater
Draw
is
it.
like.
I
is
need visual. Like,
Coffee, just draw it. Just
Okay,
draw us
so
a side view.
let me take you guys like back over here, right? So if you guys are like
Give
right
us
here,
a-
right?
base
Where are we?
level, and then how high? How many feet up are we?
Yeah, I
and how
got it.
far out?
You guys are probably, I don't know, like 50
Here's
feet
the
up.
castle.
But you guys are about
here.
like 300, 400 feet away right now
300. So here's
from the
here's
lip of the crater.
Here's the crater, right?
Where are you drawing this, Jack?
Top of the
Top of
map.
the top of the screen.
Oh,
The fuck?
What is this visual right here?
So this is a side visual.
well, okay.
Should the
Artist of
crater
our
be
time.
higher or lower than the top of
It's
the
Oh, I
it's-
see what you
it's-
mean.
It's really like this. So like if this was
Oh.
the if this
We're up
was the
here.
crater, Cragmaw Castle is like right here, bro.
All right. And so from the side view, how much higher are we?
Toffee
than the
just
top of the
confused me. I
castle?
understood what Jack did, and I don't get. what
Toffee's
he
is a
just-
bird eyes view, and then ours.
No,
is
I
the
don't
side.
want a bird's eye. I want to know, like, if I'm looking at it like that,
What's the height
like
of
the way
this right
Jack
here?
did it. Yeah, I want to see how much we can look down.
You
I'm
can look.
assuming you can see the other end of the crater, but you can't see bird's eye down into
You can't see
the
Right,
bird's eye
yeah.
into the
Right.
castle from your height.
Well, let's say the castle is 100 feet from the base of the castle. How high is the crest? up
Feels
from
like
the
an
base?
SAT.
This feels like a math.
I'm like,
problem.
I
I'm
just-
so
I-
lost right now.
Okay, I'm
What's the height
asking.
of this versus this?
All I
Yeah.
am understanding is that height.
The what is the height versus us versus the top of the castle? Where are
If the base of the castle is sea level,
we? Shut up, Jack.
Oh my god.
Or also,
What's our
you said the tree line is
I
a
would
little
say the front two towers that that house the it's like the front entrance. The highest part of that tower, that's the highest part of the tower, and it's a little bit above your heads, maybe 30 feet above your heads.
Okay. What about the
But that-
lowest part?
You can't see from this angle.
Damn it. What happened to Scout?
I'm trying to figure out what you're trying to do with this position, but yeah, I would say like it kind of like topples over the lower the more east you go, it gets more
Okay.
craggly.
So from this position, we can't tell if it's one giant building or if there's like a walled-in courtyard.
It's 7 different towers, like distinct towers, but they interconnect with like hallways and.
Right, but we can't
the
we can't see if
roof
it's a flat
situation.
roof.
Yeah. Can we, if we were a bird, hypothetically, and we look down, could we see inside the castle?
Is it a courtyard or is there a roof around the whole thing?
You potentially could, but there are. I mean, you assume that where the arrow slits are, there are archers about.
Right. That's
I'm not actually a bird.
I just want to know, is there a solid roof on the whole thing? Would we be able to see
Is
them?
there a roof? No.
Why did we break him?
I don't know if there's a roof.
Okay.
Damn, I joined!
There's a roof, I
Okay.
guess. This looks like this would have a roof, right?
Well, because some castles have like a bunch of rooms and then there's a
I
central
see.
point where it's
Yeah,
open.
like what's it called?
Like Game of Thrones?
Courtyard?
Courtyards.
I'm so
Yeah,
upset.
sure.
Like a
Like in Game of
Mon
Thrones.
Bailey.
how
There's
they're
no
all-
there's no courtyard.
Okay, it's all
Okay.
one building.
One solid building.
All right.
I guess.
God.
All right. I empty all my stuff on the cart that I don't need, and I'm ready to scout.
We scout.
I feel-
You got what
Later.
you scouted for.
All
I
right,
don't
cool.
know.
We go back to the cart.
How long does that take?
At this point, the sun has already set, and you expect there to be like fires like lit up to kind of like give light to Cragmaw Castle. From your scouting, you don't see any fires light up from like key spots, like up in the Archer's Tower, or
Like there's no light coming from those archer windows.
There's no light at all.
They don't need light.
No river, right? There's no water.
no rivers nearby.
Do we see any people outside the castle while we scout?
No,
There's
they
been
said
no
that there wasn't
movement.
anybody.
Go ahead and roll me a perception check here.
can't
Whoever
do it.
wants to. Yeah, does everyone please
Sure.
roll me a perception check? And I'll see what you guys find.
2.
Except for Jack.
A 2 for Elias.
15.
7.
Hold on. 1?
You rolled a 1?
No, 19.
Oh.
Okay. Serene and Darling. As you guys are making your way across the perimeter of the crater and kind of scout, let me drag you guys back over here. You notice that there.
What is that, Donna?
You notice that there are definitely archers in the front entrance. You do see movement there, as you can see that maybe goblins are trading shifts for the night shift. There's at least 2 to 3 goblins in each tower that you saw. You can't really make up the number, but there was definitely
So that's
an
14.
exchange of goblins in each tower.
So there's way more than 20. If it's 2 to 3 per tower, there's 7 towers.
Well, we're only seeing the front towers.
Well, no, this
That's
is
concerning.
during our whole circle, right?
Yeah, our whole circle.
You also notice that there is a hobgoblin that comes out of the castle wall to the northwest, right over here, and kind of goes down the rubble and looks around for a bit and ends up smoking some pipe weed.
Some dank kush.
Baby.
And he gets a good few puffs in before he's sent back inside, and he kind of like and then walks back up the rubble back into the castle.
So question, do all the towers have rubble like that, or is it just that?
Yes, there is rubble here as well.
And that just is an entrance into the castle? Is that how the cave it is, or is it just that one that has like an entrance with the rubble?
Yeah.
With a 19, Serene, you can see that
Stop it.
this
Big hole.
this might be the entrance that Bobo the Goblin was talking about.
That's the eastern side.
This is the eastern side, I think like the northeastern side, yes.
Okay.
This might have been like the vulnerability that they're talking about. Yeah. As regards to everything else, what else do you guys see? You do smell the smell of cooking. It doesn't smell very good. You can
It
smell
doesn't?
like some stew is being like made right here in the southern end here. It doesn't smell very good.
It
Is that a
doesn't?
fairy ring?
Where?
I saw
It
the-
is!
That is a fairy ring, isn't it?
It looks like one.
Is that what
It
they're
definitely-
saying while we're scouting? Like,
It's fairy ring!
Well, with how low Korea rolled, yeah. I'm actually looking soon.
Okay, so aside from that
they're just-
northeastern entrance,
Mhm.
and then that tower,
It
and then the
does look
front
like
gate,
a fairy ring.
It probably is.
are there any other entrances to the castle?
No.
Okay.
Wait, so when we went
Not for
around
you.
to the east where he said it was going to be, there's nothing?
Say that one more time.
Where Bobo said that there was a place to go on the eastern side, there's nothing there.
There is a steep rubble pile that looks strangely very rubble-y, but you'd have to get in
Rubbly?
closer. You'd have to get closer to inspect.
Okay.
There might be something there. There might not be.
So there's the front door. There's a hole in the northern tower and the
Yeah.
rubbly thing.
And then you also notice that there is an entrance here as well.
Where
I
the
don't know.
smells are coming from.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
see it.
if I can just reveal this, I'll just won't reveal too much, but yeah. There, you notice that you
So
can
that's
see
where
like.
the kitchen is.
Mhm.
Honestly, kitchens aren't that well protected, are they? Especially if you're not going to be using them in the middle of the night.
I don't think it's the kitchen they'll be protecting as much as the entrance into the castle.
Wasn't that her point?
No,
exactly
no,
what she's
I
saying,
think she
yeah.
was suggesting we go in that way because it won't be guarded. But
I think it will be
guarded.
guarded, but not as much as the front
Not as
gate
heavily.
would be.
Yeah.
I don't know how goblins think. I would sure.
Does Korea know how goblins think?
I think if we scout up front, someone or I could go invisible and communicate with Darling.
Yep.
And
What's
she
your stealth
can,
like?
I think I'm fairly
What's your
stealthy.
stealth like?
Give me that fail RP, baby.
I think I can be pretty quiet.
Okay.
And I can tell Darling what's inside, and we can decide what to do, particularly if you want to see the rubbled entrance and see if there's anything further in.
I think
How
that's a good
close would I
idea.
have to get to be able to hear him?
I think 120 feet.
Right, but would I have to go down the thing? Is it too far?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Okay,
like-
so if I stay up with the rest of the group and he goes down to the around where the castle is it too far? Is it over
Yeah,
120?
It's like
feet?
400 feet to get to the castle.
You did not you said 200 to 300 before.
Okay, 300.
Well, it matters.
Is it both out of range?
Yeah.
Well, we could always have someone try to hide by one of the nearby bushes.
Or
while
you
someone
could
peeks
just
inside.
go and then come back within range, and because you're
Yeah,
the one that's
that's true.
invisible.
And then we would go
So-
and meet up with you where you are.
After we sleep.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
Okay.
we need to rest.
Okay.
Sleep down.
At that moment, with
know.
the sunlight, with the sun beginning to start setting. Or sorry, with the sun, with the it's already dark, right? Did I already say that?
Yeah.
It's already dark. You notice that the front entrance of the castle begins to light up. Sconces.
Magically?
I'm going to push
they're being-
you off.
They're
the
being lit.
ledge.
They're being lit
Okay.
with torches.
How many at the same time? Can we tell? Well, no. How many people are there?
It's like they're each being lit one by one in each tower.
Oh. Boo.
The ones in the middle also kind of
Calculations.
light up. The doors open. As you notice that there is a hobgoblin coming out, leading a donkey out from the castle.
That's our getaway.
As the doors close behind him, he looks in your guys' direction, on top of the hill.
Great.
He goes ahead and reaches into the rucksack that is attached to the donkey and is holding something that seems to be something folded up, and begins to unwind it. As it
We're
begins
all
to
spread
get
out.
as it begins to get unwound, again he's out. You guys can reconvene as you guys are doing it all. It's a two-pronged flag of the green and orange colors of the Cragmaw tribe. Attaches it to
Would any of us know
the
that?
donkey. Yes, because you guys know you guys met the
You've seen it, yeah.
you've seen it.
Oh.
He begins to mount the donkey and begins to slowly ride up to you all.
He's like tiny.
He's not wearing any plate armor.
Hobgoblin.
He's a hobgoblin. He's
Okay, I
not
was
wearing
like,
any
he's
plate
like
armor.
pull the donkey.
He's not
Yeah,
wearing any
he's
plate
big,
armor.
yeah.
From what you see from his garb, he looks like a courier
Oh shit.
as he
I
approaches
don't like this.
your position atop the crater. And that is where we're going to take our 12-minute break.
You would.
Okay.
12 minutes.
12-minute break, I guess. I don't know. So right now it is 2:27. I'll see y'all back here at 2:40.
Oh,
No,
Okay.
it's just standard hot cocoa.
Indica or
no.
sativa?
I could have made my own.
Shut up, dude.
I didn't
So guys,
think about that. I'm so
when we last
sad.
left off,
Wait, it's question of the day.
oh yeah, question of the day. Sure thing.
You almost
Question of the
forgot it
day.
again.
Sorry.
And we're
reverse.
starting with Julie.
And we're starting with Julie.
That's fine.
If you guys, again, we've been through so much time together here, guys, and I've been really thankful. I've been feeling kind of like emotional about
Sentimental.
it. But if you could see fan art of a specific moment from our campaign, which moment would you have in mind? No repeats, and also bonus points if it's a moment for your character.
Ah, shit.
Can I actually go first? I do want to go first.
Sure, go ahead.
Okay. I want to see us going through the wedding when we were doing the chase for the.
Oh,
they did
yeah.
the-
Shit,
I
that's
want to
good.
see
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
chandelier falling like mid-run.
It's
That's
like you can
what I
see
wanna
like the
see.
glass in the foreground,
Yeah.
and then like you see
Yeah.
everyone like dashing in like
Yeah.
right behind the chandelier behind it.
That's what I want.
I have
and
one. I have one.
Yeah, okay, what you got? Whoever wants to go. What you got, Julie?
Because I think the way that you narrated this part was really well done and really unsettling. I want to see that Darling and Serene, the only Darling and Serene perceived, and like just like I guess the
Him,
angle
like,
would be,
going down.
from behind Darling and Serene, like their backs are facing the camera, but you see.
Oh,
That's dope. That's
Yeah.
dope.
That's what I want to
That's
see.
dope.
But you
Like
see it,
just
like,
the
in the
two of our
background.
silhouettes.
Yeah. Just like
And
the
then
silhouette.
through
shoulders.
the
Yeah.
middle. Yeah,
That's
I
it.
see what you.
That
I
would be
see
a
what
cool
you see.
fan art.
That's dope. I want to commission that, man.
Who else?
I'm trying to think.
I really any part of that chase, like us going through the restaurant or the thing, like
Chandelier.
that whole
Crashing through the
chase,
cake.
I would.
Oh shit!
The cake, the
fucking
cake.
restaurant with a meal.
Yeah, like
spaghetti
I
and
would
fucked
love
up.
to see that whole thing just animated.
Well, you took
That
all
would
our
be-
answers. So.
It's my chase.
Get the whole chase.
Yeah,
Yes.
you took the whole chase now.
There was like 5 scenes.
Okay, the
Animated.
wedding was mine.
I don't know.
I would love to see that animated. That'd be dope. Just like the baguettes. Like,
Oh, you know what'd be sick? The first fight in Phandelver when the fucking person was like blown into the fucking
gunsmith.
weapon, the blacksmith's place. Like it just
what would it look
Yeah,
like?
the animation of the person like just going into it, but like only midway, like things start to like break behind it, the body, and then we're all like,
Ooh.
oh shit.
Darling's just like, was it one of the Dawns? No, I think it was one of the.
It was like one
It
of
was
the. It was like the
doms.
gnome.
It was several doms.
it was
Yeah,
the
it
one
was
with
the
the
gnome.
crossbow.
It was the
Martin.
That's the only thing I can think about, honestly. There's been so many moments.
I would
didn't
like
mean
to see an image of us in the recent one parlaying with the goblins while in the back we see a floating wagon.
And Serene's just like,
Oh fuck, that's a good image.
Or-
Yeah, with the capes on and shit.
Like
I'm
over
gonna,
the ruin.
I'm gonna rebound off of you, Jack. Jack, another cool moment would be Comac. Do I have to say more? And he's
Was
just
that
like
from the
he's
one-shot?
holding his blindfold out.
oh yeah, he's talking about the one shot.
Oh, okay.
Talking about the one shot.
That's not canon. I don't count those.
Yeah, I would like an image
Like-
of us with the horizon in the background.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Yeah.
Martin, what we got?
I don't know. The image that comes to mind, aside from the cake one, just because that's funny, a horse. I think it was Kriya and Elias crashing through the cake during that chase scene. At some
When
point,
we
they
toppled
ran straight
over
through
and,
the
like,
cake.
fell or
something like
something?
that. I think that was all part of the
okay.
wedding sequence because I think we
Yeah.
crashed in
It
with
was
That was
right
going into the
before
wedding,
it.
yeah.
That was
Yeah,
their
yeah.
cake. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think that
That's
whole
right,
image, I'm gonna
yeah.
agree, is a great one. But I think aside from that moment that I'm thinking of is after one of the first fights with the Red Brands, like the returning into the inn,
I was gonna say that one, dude.
where like everyone was like, oh yeah, and then like somebody I think like picked up Elias.
Yeah,
on their
Sildar
Yeah.
put you on
An
his
old
shoulders
man?
and paraded you
Right.
around.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and like we were all just
Yeah.
walking in.
My favorite one would probably just be any of the goblin moments where, especially the first one where Ezek was like holding the dagger out in front and just kind of like shifts
leave
in
my
front.
friends alone.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The
that'd be
natural
fun.
20s.
Himself, for the animation with the piss.
Okay.
Running
So-
down his leg.
Also the image of Komek stabbing the sword into the dragon.
Oh yeah, just kind of like
Just
hanging
him
off
being.
inside.
Bind attached to it.
Well, like
Yeah.
into like impaling it into it. Yeah.
Oh, I thought
Right
you
up
meant like when you
dying?
first stuck it into the like gold thing, and you just see eyes through the gold.
Oh,
That would be
that
good,
also
yeah.
be
I would
funny.
also
That'd be
love to.
sick.
I would also love to see like a Where's Waldo, where all of us are in the belly. All you guys are in the belly doger.
Oh,
There's some
that'd be
different
cute.
That would
spots.
be
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
That'd be kind of
Just
sick.
That'd be fun.
Fucking what was his name? Charlie, like at the bar
Oh yeah,
with
Charlie,
Darling?
because kind of like
He's,
next
like,
to your table.
crying.
And she's
Yeah.
just like,
Yeah, that'd be cool. Anyway, we are back, guys. So, last we left off, it is now nighttime. There is a few moments of light left, and you do notice, as you guys are around the perimeter, that there is a hobgoblin courier riding a donkey, beelining right towards your direction. No weapons out, and is holding and hoisting the Cragmaw colors, the orange, the dirty orange, and the mucus green.
when he gets somewhat like he's beelining it, if he gets within, I don't know, like 70 feet, I'm gonna just say, don't come any closer. Like, I'm gonna yell it.
What?
I'm gonna go ahead and assume. Can we go ahead and just assume that we're all kind of collected together here? Because is that fine, or does someone else want to be like spread out?
We'll be like 5 feet apart.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
fine.
yeah, we weren't like huddled together, but like we're not
Sure.
like 20 feet apart. or
We're
whatever.
within conversation distance.
Yeah.
Sure. Again, he has no weapons out.
But I'm just saying, don't come any closer. Once he's within shouting distance,
Yeah.
I'm saying don't come any closer.
He gets to the bottom of the crater, and it's a considerable distance away. And before he has to make like the sharp climb up. I come with no weapons. I come with message from King
From-
Grul.
Oh.
Go on.
Waiting.
Yeah?
What?
I
What?
can meet you there. Me voice not too loud. Me party too hard last night.
Come on
Is
up.
he talking?
Comic, why would you say that?
I go up. He goes ahead and removes his rucksack off the back of the donkey, removes one of them, slings it over the shoulder, begins to trudge up the hill, and actually ends up like slipping a little bit and hitting the floor, going back up.
Fucking nerd.
I'll just like back away from the crest of the hill, so give him some space when he gets to the top.
And hobgoblins, they're typically pretty gangly. They look pretty fleshed out when they're wearing their armor, and they look a lot more tough in this one. But this hobgoblin is more gangly, more skinny. He looks like he doesn't eat too much. He kind of has like a middle part of hair that's kind of tied back into a bun, and he just looks lanky. My name's Shorebog the Shallow.
What was that?
Shorebog the Shallow.
Why
love
are you
when they have titles.
Why are you shallow? Do you only judge people by their appearance or something? Like, what does that mean?
I give name to self.
Okay. Why shallow?
Shallow brain.
Oh no!
Oh,
He
okay.
meant something different to them.
Body. Shallow boy.
Stop it.
Anyway, I come with message from King Gruul. I give you have me audience.
What?
He's speaking
I think-
common.
Is he
Broken
speaking
common.
common?
Broken
Like,
common.
Would you
Have the audience?
Kriya, start speaking Goblin? Would you rather communicate like this?
Back in regular goblin. No, I really want to work on my common. Please. and
Okay,
thank you.
I get it. I understand that. It's okay.
Okay.
Go ahead. And she's guys. He's just trying to practice his common. Give him a break.
Okay.
King Gruul, no, you come. Looks to you, Kriya and Darling. Kriya, King Gruul, no, you love goblin.
What?
Oh.
You got the wrong person.
Comeback chuckles.
I think. Shut up, Jack. I think maybe Isaac talked to him.
Oh, I mean, we like them. I mean, I
Silence.
personally like
Me
Isaac,
talk.
but-
Me speak.
Excuse me. What the fuck? The fuck do you think you are?
Sorry, you're right, sorry, you talk.
Calm down.
You
Come off it.
Oh, sorry.
Oh my god.
We're having a conversation here
Sorry.
with you.
Sorry.
In Goblin, in
dare
Goblin.
you?
In Goblin, I'm so sorry, madam. I did not really mean to intrude in your... I'm just here to deliver the message. Can I just please deliver my message? I'm so sorry.
Please, I want to go home.
Kriya responding on it. Sorry, darling. Go on. Proceed. Fine, gentlemen.
King Gruul, no want other goblin or hobgoblin to die for his cause. For he offer you this. You five strong. King Gruul offer challenge rather than kill all innocent small goblin. He bring 4 of strongest fighters to Cragmaw Castle keep.
4 versus 5.
4 of his strongest plus himself.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Go on.
You fight, you kill King Gruul, you let promise other goblins go. You lose, well, you die.
Why are you going through all this trouble? Well,
Why sneak around or cross crater? We
because-
see you.
Well, we have a reason to be here. You know, we're obviously not
Good.
that innocent.
King Gruul, not very vicious all time. He big and strong, but also strong heart.
I would like to incite the hell out of this.
Yeah, what the fuck?
This is very honorable for goblins.
It's very honorable.
Go ahead and roll me an insight check.
I would like to duel at high noon.
I'd like to roll initiative.
Am I too
With the
far away
rage?
from him to get my benefit?
I would say so. No. Yeah. Go ahead and roll it with advantage, and we'll do the heartbeat thing.
Okay.
He's actually just tall.
18.
18. Yeah, with an 18, his heartbeat is going fast when he's talking, but when he does speak of King Groll, and when he definitely uses the word strong of heart, his heartbeat kind of like slows down for a bit. This is a loyal Cragmaw through and through, and you can kind of get the gist that this guy is loyal to King Groll and is loyal to the Cragmaws, and they run it a little bit different the closer you get to the actual castle and when you get to the actual leadership. King Groll's kind of legit.
So I feel like this offer of like 5v5, like that's genuine. It's not like a trap.
Yeah, from what he's saying, I mean, he's the one relaying it. It's not a written thing.
Sure, yeah. I just said he believes it.
He believes it. Yeah.
So, if you accept terms, we let you rest here on outskirts of Crater. I come back tomorrow morning. We fight, or you fight them.
And if we kill your king, do we get the dwarf?
Gundran, he there. Yeah, I guess so.
You guess so.
Wait.
What?
Wait. Do you have an elf? A male?
No sure if male, female. Dark skin elf inside. Few this morning. Not sure where now. You come here for Gundren, we know this. King Groll play no game. Respects your strength. Wants challenge. If don't accept Tom, you will be dying before you even get to King Groll.
Points to Cragmaw Castle.
Even though no glory as before, still very hard to get in. Like walnut, or peanut, or pecan, or chestnut, or almond,
Some kind of nut.
or
We got it.
banana.
I think he's
yeah.
no. I think he's practicing the.
Yeah, let's give it a break.
Or crab.
Crab,
Crab
Or
Maw-
turtle!
lobster.
Okay.
Tortoise!
Cragmaw Castle?
Oh my god, it all makes
I
sense
think,
now!
listen, I think this is... I think he means it. I'm inclined to go with the duel. Are we looking for an elf now?
I guess so.
Darling?
I just
Darling?
wanted to know if he was here.
Ooh.
Oh, explain. Let's finish this first.
Well, if we're gonna negotiate...
Yeah, we kind of need to know if we're actually going for this as well.
Devlin, the one we were chasing the shapeshifter for.
Is the person he described match the description of your Devlin?
Is he dark skinned?
No, he's not Drow.
No.
Oh,
Oh, so this is
and,
some elf.
Okay.
Okay.
okay, so he's not there. Okay. Okay.
I don't know if
we
he was
Seeing like not a lot of like disagreement here, he begins to kind of take off his pack and begins to open it, and he begins to take out
A gun.
a large like medieval thermos of
A bazooka.
of stew. He takes out some stew and some bread and some other vegetable and like a thing of commoner ale. It looks like it was an ale, like a bottle of ale that was ransacked from like a caravan trail.
You eat, Must be hungry. Bring other things too if want.
What the hell?
Must need
Just
energy
leave it-
for fight. King Roll wants you strongest. No weak.
Just leave it on the ground, and we'll get it.
You think
Do we need
poison?
anything else?
You think poison, no? I take bite. Me take tiny bite, cause me shallow. But me take bite. Me watch figure
Okay.
for hot goblin summer.
It's the middle of winter. I don't know.
Yeah, he's watching
got-
it.
you
He's
got
preparing himself. You gotta start in
It's a
winter.
process.
Okay, go
Jesus
on.
Christ.
Goblins don't
Jen.
love that
Mentally
much.
and physically.
Spring break.
Exactly, that's why it's so important. He only
Do you-
gets like 2 hot goblins.
Do you
summers.
accept Tom or no?
Alright, guys. Do we need anything else besides the dwarf?
What will you do if he dies?
Me hope we go somewhere else. We told by King Groll that you
Points to you, Kriya.
sent goblin to work on farm.
They're gonna make it a goblin bar.
Oh my fucking god.
King Groll powerful, he old king. We do what King Groll say. He
Wait,
bear no
what?
children, no successor. He die.
She'll be the goblin queen.
We no sure who next in line.
That's
We're not
amazing.
sure.
Donna did it.
Wait, what was the farm have to do with anything?
Succession. We no know.
I always
Okay,
thought
what's that have to do
goblins
with
gave
the
birth to
farm?
litters.
I'm really confused. What
Well,
the farm was
Other goblin
being
might
what?
want to go out from own tribe, but
Queen.
perhaps you have elf lady. You bring Shobak Shallow to work on farm?
Chris like puts her hands on her.
Yes.
Stupid.
Make her the queen.
Wait,
Why is
okay.
it-
I
There's gonna be
really
a
is
town
gonna
meeting
go
about this
fuck.
one.
I
He
wanna
really
know,
is. You're gonna get kicked out of Phandelver. What the fuck?
is there anything about Glassstaff? Do you know anything about Glassstaff?
Oh, the black spider.
Me no meet black spider. Again, me no.
He kind of like looks back towards the castle.
They expect me back soon. Me no talk too much. Me's just supposed
Oh,
to
how
deliver message.
convenient.
But yes,
How
Glass
fucking
staff.
convenient.
here before. No longer here. Go somewhere else.
One more question. I'm assuming King Groll knows who he's fighting.
Lexus.
Yes, he know who he fight.
I think
He-
under fair and honorable terms, we should know who we're fighting.
Oh,
Mm.
fair point.
Okay, I can tell you in morning. I know who he choose. He choose his strongest warriors, but all strong. All goblin.
All
Will
goblin.
we get to choose who we fight? Or is it just random?
No, that he's choosing his strongest fighters.
No, I mean, like, do we all fight at the same time?
Yeah, we're all fighting.
Or is it one at a time?
Is it like a battle royale, like all out brawl, or
That's
are
what
we
I'm,
fighting
that's
one
what
at a
I'm trying to
time?
ask.
Well,
I believe he
Shallow?
want to fight in throne room.
oh, fuck up with them.
One at a time or all at once?
All together.
Okay.
Okay.
You all fight together. So he want to fight all together.
Alright, well, Elias is right. We should
And
be able to see
You
him.
say, do he know who he fight? He know he hear tale of your battle. He not know what you call yourself though.
Shit.
Not again.
Neither do we. So
Elias and
Known each
the
other for less
others.
than a month.
I think Goblin Laugh, good name.
Oh no.
Goblin love.
Shadow? Shadow again?
Or
No.
Venom Slayers.
No, that's the edgiest shit I've
Venom
ever heard.
Slayer.
That is so edgy.
That is so edgy.
Okay. I bring more things here.
Opens up the pouch.
He says, "Okay."
He opens up the pouch and he brings out a whetstone.
In case any of you weapons need sharp weapons.
Freya?
please.
Apparently I do.
He brings out a bundle of arrows for whoever needs 2 bundles of arrows. He brings out. That's pretty much it, along with the rations. So.
Okay, so we're agreeing to this. I got 1, 2, 3.
We're nodding.
Flash me nods.
Thank you.
Oh,
Sorry,
everyone
yeah.
agrees, Comic.
We accept your terms.
Good. Best of luck to you all. I go. You rest. I be here morning. I give maybe 30, 40 minutes after sun up. Then you duel.
Okay.
He bows. And then
Yeah, how do
begins
you
to.
say goodnight in Goblin? Tries to say that.
Gesundheit.
You end up saying something completely different. He's just like.
He's like,
My mother?
Duel's off.
just pulled out a gun.
He turns around.
Yes. I would love to spend the night, but I cannot. Goodbye.
Begins to work his way
Elias.
down to the hill.
And Elias thinks that Kree
Elias.
is fucking with him.
Aw. Stop bullying him, Greer.
Okay.
What did I do?
So,
Well, you heard what he said.
That's his own fault.
one final rest before tomorrow.
Okay.
I go sit down.
How many balls
I write my book.
I would say
bundles?
there are 24 arrows, 12 arrows each, so 2 bundles. So 12 arrows in one bundle, 12 arrows in another bundle.
There's just
a lot
And
of
then
crossbow bolts.
I have
I would
like
say
33.
he also dropped off a case of crossbow bolts that contain 24 crossbow bolts.
Okay, pick up the whetstone.
Me +3 sword.
Okay. So, no need to really roll any perception checks for tonight because, for all intents and purposes, this is Cragmaw territory, and they're going to be respecting your terms here. If there's any conversation or anything they'd like to get done, any, in case something happens and y'all die or something, if any conversations happen before this duel, feel free to get that done now, as you guys begin to set up camp for the night by your cart.
I'd like to use a whetstone.
Sure. Again,
Okay.
your weapons were going to be the same either way, but just the RP of using the whetstone to sharpen up, and it looks brand new, almost as if you just pulled it off the shelf where it was displayed earlier, all those nights ago.
It wasn't displayed. You're forgetting the lore.
I know, I forgot the lure.
Such a side character.
Comac's gonna be very ceremonial about his camp night, so he's gonna lay out his bedroll and he's gonna lay out his weapons in front and just sit down and be writing in his book. But he's gonna all of his equipment spread out, so in the morning he can have it ready.
Should we maybe talk strategy at all?
Well, we don't really know the layout of the throne room.
No,
But,
but like a plan B.
Plan B.
C, plan D, E, F.
Comac,
Okay.
could you use the staff to get us cover to run?
Sure. Yeah. I was thinking maybe of using it at the beginning.
But then that might help you, but all of us
Mhm.
will be flying blind. Quite literally.
Well, it depends on the makeup of the throne room. If you guys could get, if there's higher grounds somewhere, or the size of the room will depend on whether or not I use it.
But if we need to run, you can use it.
You want to run away from a duel?
what Serene just said, a plan B.
Thing is, if we get in there and it turns out he wasn't as honorable as the shallow dude made him
Okay.
out to be, we
Mhm.
might just need a plan B.
Okay.
My thought process is he might think King Groll is telling the truth, but King Groll might not be.
Sure.
We can't just go in there and expect them to come in actually on the way to go, like.
Well, if there's no other magic, then yeah, I can use the staff. Unless you
Should
guys
we have like
something
a
better.
code word?
Code word to signal what?
I can't
Comic,
give you a look,
do it.
So, okay.
You can say use the staff. and then I will-
I just staff. Just one word.
What if Darling baws like a goat?
No.
Let me hear it.
There, look,
Exactly like
Kriya
that.
can do it.
Exactly like that.
All
But
right,
only
well,
baw if it's really bad.
Yeah, and just in case like someone's unconscious, we should all be able to do it. So
No.
Wait, what?
Everybody just
in case
collectively
Kriya,
baw.
if like you're incapacitated in some way, and
He's saying
someone
if
else
you
needs to give
die.
the signal. No, I mean like maybe she's getting strangled by a goblin or something.
Also, if we need to, and they follow us away on the cart, I can use Gust of Wind to slow them down behind us.
Okay.
Now, I know we don't know the layout of the throne room, but I mean, just basic strategic. I do think Darling should probably be more in the back.
Sure. I agree.
Me as well.
You're like, I also want to be in the back. And then you guys can just make a wall.
I mean,
That's three.
I mean, she's not wrong.
no.
But can't Comac and Elias both also help people get up
Get up.
if they're very badly injured? You can both heal people.
Darling, do you have any more of those
Can't really.
health potions?
Yes.
Maybe hand one out to each
Disperse.
person. I don't have a
Disperse.
single one.
Yeah, I don't.
I only have 2 left.
Okay.
I think I found one
You found another
at the
one.
campsite, so you can take this, Kriya.
Oh, thank you.
I'll give one of them. Wait, neither of you have them either?
I don't have one.
Which one of you needs it more?
I mean, I can't.
That's good. You're not gonna cheat. No.
No, you're just doing this.
You could roll off. You could
Can
roll
we-
off here.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll off.
All right, roll d20. Whoever gets highest.
Wait, but can't
What-
Comac? Can you heal yourself, Comac, if you need to?
Can I heal him? Like
I thought
magically?
you healed Elias once.
No, it's
Yes,
a
I
special
can.
condition.
The shield, I can. It goes outward. I can't.
So give it
Turn
to
it on
Comac
this.
because then he can, because he can't heal himself. But he could heal someone else.
Okay.
Okay. Sure.
And I
Okay.
guess I'll try to stay middle-ish, but
Give you
probably
a.
still further
Okay,
back.
that was
In case
rude.
people need help.
You know, I
We
really-
should
magic
spread the
ones.
people that can possibly heal out as much as possible.
Yeah.
One in the back, one in the front, one in the middle.
Darling, what are you planning on preparing?
Do you want me to tell you the spells?
Oh, no. I'm just asking what.
I am.
Zone of truth.
Yeah.
True strike.
All right, we get it.
I'm mostly gonna try to help you guys. I think I can make it so we all feel a little bit stronger in the morning. But mostly I'm gonna try to get them to be a little bit slower or less good at hitting.
Okay.
We should probably, if we can, try to target King Roll if the rest.
We
of them are
need to
gonna give
take
up.
him out first. Or the
Um,
biggest ones first.
As far as me being in the front, am I going to be the only one?
No,
Because
I'll go at the front as well.
okay,
Just a point of order from what happened at the river. If we see someone start casting spells, even if it's not King Groll, go for them first.
I'm blind.
Well, I heard them say
You
they
can
want to do
feel
something.
people move. What do you mean? How do you know someone's gonna swing at you?
Well, yeah, but how? Usually people don't have to like swing at me when they're casting magic.
Exactly, they're not. If they're staying in place, or never mind. Everyone besides Comac, I guess, because he won't participate. Go for the magic users.
Wizards.
Let's hope they don't
They're
think
not.
the same. Gonna strangle him.
Strangle him.
Oh, they're
Is it
staying.
asleep?
Like he doesn't hear it, but I'm just like.
Somebody's
That's a
patting me.
fan art moment.
Other than strategy, other than
Comics is like
strategy,
sitting there.
is there any character RP that you'd like to get done?
No, yeah, but we're just trying to get this out first.
Okay.
So is that our plan?
Me and Korea at the front, so we're gonna have 2 columns, or well,
It's gonna
us
be
2,
uneven.
and then you guys.
Definitely not a line though.
No.
Yeah, sure.
We
We'll
could make like
form an
a
X.
V. Oh,
I
and
like it.
Oh, a V. It's a very good idea.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah.
obviously
have to
not
be
right next to each other.
Me and
No,
Korea,
like
if,
spread
if
out.
we would have to be close to each other if we wanted to prevent people from running past us to you guys.
Right.
But we can't we can't stand in a line.
Sure. You don't have to
So-
stand in line behind us, but us 2 have to.
What if we?
We don't know the layout. We can't
Did-
really plan how we're gonna stand because we don't know the layout of the throne room. They might
and-
all just be at different places.
And once you get in
surrounding
there,
us.
just know that like it'd be kind of cheese to be like, all right, this is what we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. You know, when you
Well,
finally
but
get
if
in
they're
there.
like all placed in a certain place, like.
Yeah, they could be on like all.
Well, that's not really a
walls.
fair duel at that point. If-
Well,
if
but
they-
I'm
if we
saying
come in
like he's saying like, oh, we
Yeah.
can't plan, but like I'm just saying if they're all surrounding us, we would circle up or do something else besides
Sure.
just.
Yeah, but
Well,
they
yeah, I
shouldn't do
mean,
that. It's not doable.
Plans are gonna fall apart pretty quickly. But we're just talking about like the start point.
Yeah.
I think we're as prepared as we can be right now.
Okay.
Okay.
Is anyone gonna eat the thing he brought us?
Was that goblin soup?
Yeah, I don't.
What is this? What does it look like, Toffee?
You
What
said
It
it
looks like
didn't smell
lentil. It looks like lentil pea
Okay.
soup. A very starchy, very
No, like
a lot of
unknown
roots.
chunks or anything. It just.
You just see like a toe. Just
It's like-
no, it's a very
There's a
carby,
toe.
starchy stew: potatoes, peas, onion, garlic. It's mostly
Garlic?
meant to kind of sustain rather than to gain. You know what I mean?
Sustain,
I'll
not
grab
gain.
Were there bowls or like was it? You just kind of eat.
He's just like a
He
pot.
gave you like a giant, like a little mini bowl, a little mini cauldron. So, but you guys have mess kits.
Oh yeah,
pretty
yeah.
sure.
Okay, I'll use my mess kit and
Are
I'll
there-
serve
okay.
myself some food.
I'm gonna eat my rations. I don't trust that.
Don't trust like that.
Okay.
I mean, it doesn't taste great, but it's good.
Darling is going to. I don't think I have. Comac, can I don't know if this is like against the rule. Can I have a piece of paper from your? Or
I have paper.
okay, I'll take a look. Well, because I felt bad because who wasted like all of his paper one time.
I still have like 20
He
sheets.
gave
of
it to the
paper.
goblin.
Okay.
You only used 2.
Drew had to use some for like toilet needs.
Yeah.
Oh.
you can- Okay, I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna write a letter. I'll start writing.
Hey, Comac,
Yes, sir.
that book you're writing.
Uh huh.
You know the one. Is it
think so.
Are,
Could be
so
right.
are we all in it?
Yes.
Okay. How? What am I described as?
A devil woman.
I don't know if it translates very well. You're a tiefling.
Hmm.
It's the first time he
What-
said that word.
Wow.
Is that how it's written?
Well, it's not. See, it's not like. It's less of a description and more of your personalized symbol has little markings in it that indicate certain characteristics, like the tail and the horns.
But how do you know what my horns look like? Like the shape of them?
It's not that detailed.
Oh.
I could put in there a more.
So it
detailed
could just be
description.
anyone with horns.
No, because your symbol's different from
Gosh.
Darling.
You mean Serene, because it was Darling talking, but
Still talking, Jen.
Alright.
you were out of the conversation.
I wasn't like in the woods.
Writing it. She ran 30 feet out that way to write her letter.
How would you like to be described?
I just want to make sure that I'm not being called like a wizard or something.
Okay.
I'm not describing.
He like scratches it.
It's like,
Huh,
No,
fucking
no.
shit.
I could. What I. If you would allow, I could touch your face.
That's not how blind people do it, but okay.
What is that gonna like? Are you gonna draw
Hey.
me?
I can get like the basic structure. I'm not gonna draw it. I can just detail it more if that's what you want.
Okay, go for it.
Okay.
Fireball.
And then, as you do it, her expression is gonna be like really like scrunched up, like awkward.
I'll be like, how it always is.
That's so fucking mean.
You have a lot more wrinkles than I thought.
Yeah, like,
Serene, how old are you?
Elias is going to be looking at his sheet music, but drawing a doodle of this image of Comic touching Serene's face.
Yeah.
I think we would all like to just.
Kodak.
I think I would say like it's not what I
Look at this
expected.
photograph.
It would get to a point where I would hesitate at the horns, be like, is that okay if I touch that?
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather you get it right than wrong.
Okay. I would touch the horns, and I would the length of the hair, and I would ask.
You didn't say anything about the hair. You did not say.
Ah.
She, the second she just blasts you.
Burning hands.
Schedule
Okay.
rape.
If you just want to describe your hair to me, also the color of your skin, color of your hair, color of your eyes, stuff like that.
Nice.
Hair, black. I guess mid back length,
Okay.
bit curly. I don't really do much with it. And I guess red skin.
Red. Okay. Eye color.
White.
Okay.
Like all
Like
of it.
like all. Oh. Okay. All right. I'll put that in there.
Okay. Any other conversation, any other character interactions before you all head off into the duel? Any secrets you would like to share with each other? Any backstory?
I will.
Anything hidden in your inventories?
Jack's like in the middle of talking.
Go ahead, Jack.
Bible.
I want to go to Elias and ask him if he has a map of like Faerun.
What?
Do you have a map of Faerun?
Faerun is the continent, Martin.
Oh. Right. Yes.
It's fucking-
Yes, I knew that.
I don't know if I do. I could sketch one. What are you looking for?
I'm not looking for anything. I'll take out like my tome and say far east from here there's like a large lake. I think people around here call it Moonsea. There's mountains to the north of that, and there's a village there. It doesn't have a name, but it'll be the only one around. If I die, could you take this back there?
To who?
You could go up to anyone there and just say a raven dropped it. They'll know what to do with it.
Elias kind of looks at the book and at the others and looks up to Comac, nods and says, "I'm nodding."
Never gets old.
Alright. We'll just leave it here, and if you get out, you know where to find it.
Sure. If I die, and he pulls out his sheet music and says, I guess you can ask someone if they want to play this. And then he puts it in the cart.
Oh, okay. I'll make sure I feel like where in the cart it is.
But I hope we don't die.
Right.
Okay.
I hope if we die, it's a good death.
Yeah, but I hope we don't.
Yeah, but let's not do that.
Yeah, but I hope we don't. I really don't want to.
We all die, remember?
Yeah, but I don't want to. Right now.
Kriya, darling, Serene.
She's gonna finish her letter, and she's going to put it in the cart with the stuff she's not taking. Like, she's gonna put it in her bag with the letter from oh my god, I'm forgetting his name. Kriya's mom's boyfriend.
Right off.
Right off. Sorry, I really couldn't remember his
You're
name.
gonna store that. You're gonna store that letter as well in your bag.
Yeah.
Okay. And just a reminder, it is a sealed letter.
Yeah. I'm not opening it.
Yeah.
Did she was it very discreet how she put away the letter, or?
She's just adding
Write
her
me a sleight
to
of
that.
hand check to put away the letter. Kriya, roll me a
She's-
perception check
Rips
Putting
it.
it. Oh my god.
as you are just quietly observing everyone else do their own thing as you're by the fire.
14.
11.
Kriya, if you would like, you do notice that she puts away 2 slips of paper after writing that one letter. Darling does. And you do
No,
notice...
I'm adding it to that one.
Right, but...
But you see there's already a
s-
piece of paper in
yes,
there.
you see that the letter that's being added to the pile, the letter that's already in the bag, it has a emerald wax seal with a...
It's not like okay, whatever.
I just want to give Kriya the
Is it
opportunity to see it.
recognizable, the seal or something?
With a 14.
You would know because Rydoth was around so much that you know this to be the seal of the Emerald Enclave.
is that?
Is she going up to her?
Yeah.
What's what?
That letter with the green seal. You
Oh,
said
I
you were
was like,
writing one
she's
letter
like
with
just
those-
putting her, and she's like, oh.
You said you were writing one letter. There's two pieces
Well, I
of paper
didn't.
there.
I didn't
and
say that I was writing anything. I just asked him for a piece of paper.
I saw you take the paper.
Yeah. No, I have this letter. It was from the house when I went in.
The house?
We went back to Rydoff's house, remember?
You took something from his house.
Yeah, because he left it there. We
What did
okay,
you
just to
take?
let you know, because you weren't here.
I wasn't there, so, like,
we
I'm really
took
confused.
we took a couple things from his house.
Okay, okay.
They went there to go find a shovel, but they ended up taking his other possessions that he left behind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. But she didn't let people know that she took that letter, I'm assuming.
She's the only one that entered that house.
The only
yes.
person that knows is Serene.
It's Serene. Okay, so then that's okay. Why
But you
did
would know I had taken stuff.
Why did you take that in particular?
Because it's addressed to your mother, and I wanted to bring it back because it's sealed, and it seems like it was left for her because it was on a table, right? It was like presented.
Yeah, it was like by the
Okay.
yeah, it was by the fire, like on a table. Yeah, it was already sealed.
Yeah.
So you didn't think to tell me about something that was for my mother, not somebody I knew.
I figured I was gonna give it to her either way. So
Why would you think that was a good idea, involving yourself in something that has nothing to do with you?
I didn't involve myself in it.
Well,
I
you did by
simply-
taking that and not giving it to me or showing me that.
I didn't think that it was something you weren't interested in their relationship.
It is my mother. Why would I not be interested in a relationship? Just because I'm
Because
not
you told
interested
it in front
the
of us that you were not interested in their relationship, and
in
this
the
was his
romantic
dying wish.
relationship.
Yeah, this was his dying wish, so I was going to make sure that she got it.
Again, it is none of your business to get involved in that.
And neither
I do
is
not care
yours.
about your opinion about it.
Okay, well, I'm not going to give it to you.
Excuse me?
I'm not going to give it to you. It's for your mother.
Yes, it is for my mother. What did you think I was going to do with it?
I don't know.
So why didn't
This
you
was
ask
his-
instead of assuming?
Because this was
It's
his
none of
dying
your
wish.
business. This is
So
like a
I was
family
going to
matter.
make sure that he got the letter.
Some men.
Who are you? The fuck you think
I'm
you are?
darling.
Do you like have some attachment to these people that you think you have to involve yourself in this?
No,
You're not
I
thinking
don't.
that maybe I wanted to give this to my own mother?
I'm going to make sure she gets this letter because it's her property and it was his dying wish.
I still don't understand why you think this is like your mission.
Because he left it there.
Yes, but not for you to pick up.
It was for someone to pick up.
Uh-huh. I still don't see why you didn't tell me about it.
Because I knew
Being
you'd react
sneaky.
like this. I'm not being sneaky.
Obviously, you picked up something that belongs to somebody I know and that is involved with my mother and that I have a friendship with him, regardless of how I feel about him, and you didn't say anything.
I think
That
that,
looks
we all
very
saw
bad.
that you did not have a friendship with him. You
You
said that you
don't
hated
know anything.
him.
You don't know me, darling. I've known you for less than a month, so don't pretend that you know, because you know nothing.
Well, don't pretend that you know me then.
I'm not pretending to know you, but all I'm seeing now is that you're sneaky and that you're a liar and you're going behind my back about something about my family and involving yourself in something that has nothing to do with you.
If that's how you feel, then that's alright.
Can I have the letter, please?
I'm going to make sure that your mother
Can
gets
I
it.
have the letter, please?
I already told you my answer.
I don't care. Can I have the letter, please? Right
I
now.
already told you my answer.
Darling, I would really like the letter right now, please.
I've already told you my answer.
I really don't want to do this before a duel. And I don't see.
I
the
already
need for
changed my
this.
spell slots. If we're gonna actually fight, I don't know.
I don't
Is
want to
everyone
fight.
gonna
Like,
fight?
I just want the fucking letter. I don't get this.
I told you my answer.
I would like, if possible, I would like to stand up and maybe go to Darling's side. I guess I don't know. Are you guys facing each other?
We're just
I was
standing
facing
next
the
to each
cart.
other. I
Standing
was
there?
like, she's just standing looking at her, waiting.
I'd like to just kind of approach the pair. I'm assuming we all can hear this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Can hear. They can hear Kriya. I'm not.
Elias
I'm
is
not
like tucked in.
yelling.
He's like, what the fuck?
Elias is reading his ritual book, still trying. He's trying really hard to
I
concentrate.
think
Yeah.
even the
Go up.
horse is looking side to side.
I wish Droop was still here. He'd be like,
Anyway, I'll go up to them and try and kind of get in between them a little bit.
I'm just still standing next to my bag.
Yeah. Kriya,
I don't know where she is.
you should know that Darling did ask me what I thought on my opinion on it. And considering how soon after it was that we had just burned right off and he had passed, I told her to hold on to it. It's nothing against you, but we all deal with death and loss differently, and I didn't want anybody to make any rash decisions based off that.
I understand and I appreciate that, but it has passed now, and I would like this letter, please.
Wasn't it like?
I think it's a
2 days
very
ago?
I think it's a very reasonable request.
May I ask?
I just saw his hand go up.
Yeah.
May I ask what good would happen if you die tomorrow with the letter on you? And we were
What
able
good
to
would
let-
happen if she died and she had the letter on her?
That's
I
what
just said I put it
died.
away.
Let's just whoever's alive can have it tomorrow.
Yeah, the stuff is gonna stay here. Why don't we just deal with it tomorrow? Whenever we come back.
man, none of y'all took mending.
What?
Fuck would take mending?
What would that do?
Why would it get destroyed, Toffee? Why are you saying?
But also, mending doesn't put the ink back on the page. And I literally just said she was putting it in the stuff that
I
she
was thinking about breaking the seal and then putting the seal back on.
Well, yeah, if you.
Oh.
Well, I
You
wasn't gonna read it no
devious.
matter what.
I know, he's sneaky.
What?
No, he was saying if someone was going to open it and read it, and then you
Yeah.
could mend the seal back to the page. But I said I was never gonna open it anyway.
Oh, I thought you opened it.
No,
No.
it's still
Because it
sealed.
sounded like you put it in. Okay.
No, I said I put the page next to another
No
piece
one
of paper.
knows what the letter contains except for me, the dungeon master.
I wrote this perfect letter. No one's
I
gonna
wrote
read
this
it.
Here's my fucking work. We're not.
Magnum opus.
I'm not gonna
Why are
read
my
a dead
players so
man's letter.
honorable? Ooh.
I guess this will be at the post-campaign workshop that we do. No one's gonna fucking know what right off fucking wrote.
I mean, when someone gives it to her mom, you could always have the mom read it out loud.
Over the credits.
If somebody ever gets a letter, yeah.
Over an acoustic cover of apple bottom jeans.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fucking stupid.
Okay, guys. So just so you guys know, if you guys want to do any more character work tonight, we can. However, if y'all want to finish the battle, we can finish the battle today. We would have to extend, or we can save it for post. when
How
we get-
long? Because it's already 12:30.
Yes, I know. I mean, you know how battles are.
I'm okay for saving it
Either
for
way.
next one.
How about I will end it off on a climactic moment? So let's just work our way towards that.
Yes.
Okay.
Sure.
yeah.
Okay.
And to before we all go to bed, Kriya, darling, everybody, I feel we can all agree that regardless of what happens tomorrow, I promise, and I'm sure these other two gentlemen would promise, to get this letter delivered if neither of you are able to. Is that
I would
agreeable?
appreciate
To
that
who?
greatly.
Kriya's mom?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Chris,
yeah.
mom.
She has a name.
I don't know how to say-
Colleen!
Oh, okay, her. Whatever's written on the.
Right off's
letter.
girlfriend? Need it?
Oh.
Does
my
anyone
God.
else need something delivered if they die?
I'll. Yeah.
My money. That's it. My
My
belongings. My belongings.
I'll,
where
uh,
does,
that's
where
it.
does that go?
And
Elias.
this.
Just make a list. Everybody.
Okay,
just
go. Just write a list because we're just gonna be talking.
Everyone make
about
out their
list.
will. We'll just.
To your mom?
Your mom. Are we writing? Are we just writing a list, or are we actually
I'm
saying?
No,
just,
I'm- Just say what you want to say.
I'm just trying to keep track because you guys are all going in opposite directions. So that's like a month.
He's like,
You
right?
could always
Doing the
also
math.
you could just send your raven to a different place while you go somewhere else.
That's a heavy bag, bro. Just doing shit back and forth.
No,
we're
not
all
for
like-
the money,
We're
but
all
like
Oh, okay.
I
Hire a
just
Elias is
courier.
gonna survive.
I
for
just
you,
have
like-
a letter.
I feel you.
Okay.
You know, there is a possibility that like
We all die.
we all die, considering the
Mhm.
terms of the duel.
I hope we don't.
We know you don't. We know that,
Yeah.
darling. It's okay.
What
Okay.
about you, Serene? Hmm.
You're muted.
I'm not muted. Definitely not. My mic's
Okay.
just not picking me up. Ooh. I don't have any. I don't have any requests.
No
Okay.
one. No one you want to be
No family
contact.
or
Nothing. What about
No.
your belongings? Do you want them to go somewhere? To someone?
you want to deliver a last message to like.
I mean, other than what our share would be in the wagon from the gold that we took.
You owe money to the government?
I'll check for that. Any
I
last
mean,
message
aside-
to like a fellow waitress or something?
No, they all didn't really like me.
And you burnt one. But
I did, yeah.
aside from belongings and all that, if one of you dies, is there anywhere in particular you would like your body to rest?
Burn me.
Easy.
Gigi?
I don't have any
Burn me with my belongings.
Okay. So, not feeling really need to keep watch for tonight, knowing that you all need as much sleep as you can get before tomorrow's big day. You all begin to slowly, one by one, cascade off into sleep.
I would say Comex would probably be the last to sleep. He's gonna be writing in this book quite a bit.
Right.
I'll
You
probably also be up reviewing my ritual book in hopes of familiarizing myself with it.
2 bookworms and a campfire.
I just
Good
tell
time.
Elias that the letter that's next to her Kriya's mom's, to send it to a temple of Sune.
Where's that?
Any of them? Big cities probably have them. Would
Okay.
I know like the closest one?
You would. You know the area. Like, there are...
I'll tell him where. in-
Yeah, there's probably one in Neverwinter. So...
Hmm.
And Elias shakes his head like,
The burden on this.
I'm not.
party.
I don't
Also,
care what you do with the money or whatever. It's just. I
equally
just
as
that
likely to
letter.
die with us.
Burn me
Okay.
with
Like-
my money.
So,
Just in a cast of gold.
I
eventually
gotta take it
Comac
with me.
and Elias drift off to sleep as well, and the party of 5 all begin to drift off into the dark unknown. Kriya, if you'd like to roll me a wisdom saving throw here, please.
The fuck? Okay. Fucking shit, it's too frustrating. Okay, that's 7.
A 7. With a 7, sleep takes you, but your mind is full of fear and anxiety about tomorrow. You drift off drift off to sleep, and you wake. And you're back in Phandelver. You're up in the trees right outside the Alderleaf farm, up on one of the branches. It's about 9 a.m. in the morning, and Phandelver looks how you remember it. It's busy. The festival is about to begin. Everyone is excited, and the town feels alive. The front door to the Quelline Alderleaf residence, the farm, it opens up, and out walks 3 figures. One of them is your mom, Quelline, looking very pregnant, about 8 months. She has like her long smock as she's holding her belly. You see yourself around the age of 12 walking out, wearing a very familiar ranger garb that you would wear whenever you would hunt and train archery with your father. You pull your hood up, and out walks a masculine figure, hood already up, holding a very familiar bow that you've been using for the past few weeks. Turns to your mother, gives her a hug goodbye, and you take this person's hand and walk off into the forest with Quelline waving goodbye. They pass right underneath your tree as they walk deeper and deeper into the tree line, into the forest beyond. What would you like to do?
Like they pass under the tree?
They're passing under the tree. Younger you can't really make out the words, but you look joyous and you cannot stop talking as you are excited, tugging on the sleeve, tying back your hair as you walk. You look very excited to hunt and to practice your archery for today.
How high up is the tree? Like, can you jump down from it without making?
You could jump down, but something in your weird state-like dream state, you don't want to be caught. Not yet, at least. If you feel like if you disturb them, you might ruin the dream for yourself. You don't want to ruin this moment.
Is there a tree close enough to jump to?
There is.
Okay, so jump.
Go and roll me a acrobatics check as you jump from tree to tree, trying to
Jesus Christ.
track this.
12.
With the 12, it's limber. Monkey swing. You catch it, and you follow them along for like another 2 minutes or so, jumping from tree to tree. Hood still up. And they get to a forest clearing. A very familiar one. One where you and your father would always train, either via sword, hand-to-hand combat, or just plain archery. And they begin to take some shots. This bow is a little bit too big already for you, for younger you, as you begin to... It looks like this is the first day that you've been given the bow, as the hooded figure is beginning to show all the different aspects of the bow and, you know, bow safety and all these types of things. And you're just admiring it from afar, about 60 feet away in the trees. Would you like to do anything while you're watching this display, or would you like to let it continue?
I think she'd watch for kind of like afraid that something would happen if she said something.
Mm-hmm.
But after a while, she'd try to calm down and see if she can approach the hooded figure.
Sure.
Catch his attention.
you go ahead and make your way down. Go ahead and roll me a stealth check here, just to see if you can do it stealthily without alarming
My rolls have been so bad.
the group, the duo.
Okay. Stealth? Oh, okay. 14.
You are able to sneak down without them noticing you. And they are just shooting more bow and arrow shots, and you have the sneak on them if you want to approach and make yourself known.
I walk up and fuck, I don't know this thing. I walk up and call out for him. Reaching a hand out.
As you go ahead and approach the group, young you notices you as you crunch your foot on some leaves, and she looks around, smiles at you, and drops her bow, and runs up to you, and says, "I really like your dress. My father, he was teaching me how to use a bow. Do you know how to use a bow?"
A little bit.
You look like you've gone on a lot of adventures. Is it scary out there? Outside Phandelver?
Yes and no.
Okay. Maybe if I get better with the bow, I'll be able to defend myself more.
Maybe.
Are you coming to say hi to him? As his back is turned to you as he's picking up the bow that young Kriya just threw to the ground.
She looks at him for a moment and ponders. And gently pats her head. Go. Enjoy yourself with him.
You don't want to say
While it
hello?
lasts.
Okay.
I think it's best not to.
Alright, well, have a good day. She timidly turns her back to you and joins the figure. As he stands up, his back turned to you the entire time, young Yu takes the figure's hand, and they walk off into the forest line, deeper into the forest. And right as they're out of sight, you wake up. And it's now morning again. Okay. You're all awake. As you do hear that coming from the bottom of the hill. As you hear the ceremonial opening and closing of the castle doors. As Shorebog the Shallow is approaching your guys' campsite. As you guys all begin to kind of clamber awake and get ready for what's to come.
Kriya goes off to find water or something to wash her face. That's like tears struck.
Elias will be practicing sending the owl to go back and forth.
You're familiar?
Yeah.
To like blink or to like
No, just to like fly, like to familiar as like, okay, go over there. Okay, now come back.
It does so.
Great.
Okay. Shorebog crests the hill, dismounts the donkey.
You all sleep well. Good morning. You ready
Good morning.
for fight?
Yeah, do you need anything sent if you die?
No. Me no have family. Family tribe. Family those around me. Not who give birth to me. If you follow me, take your time, get ready. We go.
As he waits by the edge of the lip of the crater on the donkey, ready to lead you all to Cragmaw Castle.
Oh, Kriya? Is she back yet?
She's just coming back from washing her face.
Elias is gonna
Getting
pull
ready.
out the goblin sash from before and say, if you do end up becoming their leader, maybe you want this. And he hands her the sash.
If I survive, I don't think I'll be able to do anything anymore.
Okay.
But I appreciate it, I suppose.
It's nice to have options. And he starts going down.
It would be nice to have options.
Okay.
Starts going down.
You all follow Shorebog, the shallow, down the path, and you walk across the field. As you guys are getting closer to Cragmaw Castle, you notice that all the goblins are at attention. That archer tower that you guys had has about 5 goblins each, all with bows. Not knocked, ready to fire, but they're all just kind of looking down at you, inspecting you. Probably being informed the night before that something was going down here. They're all kind of speaking in Goblin amongst themselves. Kriya, you kind of take notice that they are trying to take bets on who's going to die first amongst your party.
Who's
Yeah, I want to know
who's getting the most bets? Like who's like
Yeah,
the one
yeah.
who's like getting the most bets to die first or like live longest?
They take a look at Komek and they say,
On that one, he no have eyes. He die. We feel sorry for him.
he takes a look at you, Kriya.
Oh, I think that one will die last. Hey, when she die, can I have her hair?
Hi.
Me want for fashion show.
I don't know.
Wig.
Yeah.
Wig.
Yeah. And
Okay.
the door is already open to Cragmaw Castle, the 2 big double doors. And he dismounts the donkey and hitches it.
Well, will you follow me inside? Welcome to Cragmaw Castle.
We heading in? All right.
Go.
I'll go ahead and
Yeah.
reveal the rest of the interior here.
Let's go.
So,
So zoomed in.
as you guys make your way towards the far, far east of Cragmaw Castle, starting in here, you do see various things that a castle should have. You see the archer post, you see some storerooms, you see like makeshift barracks where goblins might go or hobgoblins might go. They kind of keep it separate there. A lot of like rucksacks and sleeping bags, stuff of that matter. You pass this bottom part here, which is a big banquet hall. Well, small one, but big for the goblins. And you notice that there's like one big plump goblin who's just munching down on like a pheasant leg, and he's like 3 cronies that are just trying to like get at the scraps there. And they all kind of like look at you weird as you walk past, and as Shorebog invites you in. And as you guys all begin to kind of wander in, all the other archer goblins that were up top and all the other goblins that were kind of resting or chilling, they all kind of like talk amongst themselves and begin to kind of like follow behind you guys, like 30, 40 feet. A crowd is forming of goblins here, and they're ready to watch the fight. Okay? You notice that as you guys pass like this hall right over here, you look to your left and there's actually like a goblin like altar, and one of them is in like ornamental robes, doing like a prayer over these two goblins. And in this room as well, you notice that there is like a goblin animal handler that is taming this monster that has like a snake-like body with like octopus tentacles coming out of the end with like a sharp parrot beak in the middle. Komek, you would know this to be a grick, which is a very ferocious monster. Yes.
I don't know if I would have needed to do this before we got into the castle, but before we get into like the actual throne room, I want to cast aid.
Mm-hmm.
Can I do that?
Who are you casting aid on? Choose
So
up to...
I'm gonna cast it. Yeah, I'm gonna cast it on myself, Elias, and Serene.
Mm-hmm.
So you get what?
I'll just have you cast this when you enter in, or like we'll do this like next session, like after. Just remember that you are gonna cast aid.
Well, I just don't want it to be like my first, because you would have done it like before it ever started.
Got you. Okay.
The fight.
Don't worry, it will be there. Just
Before the fight actually starts.
Before the fight actually starts. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, you go ahead and cast aid on yourself. Who else?
Serene and Elias, and you guys get your maximum and current hit points increased by 5.
Cool. Nice.
For 8 hours.
So go ahead and mark off that spell slot. Okay.
Should you said to me, Elias, and you?
And
Yeah.
us three.
As you guys get
Stop it.
to the section here, you notice that there are two hobgoblins waiting at this kind of staircase that kind of descends down and burrows down past the ground floor into like a sort of like basement-y area. Sherbog nods to you all and says,
This is where I leave you here. Good luck, warriors. We shall be watching from the other side.
From heaven?
as
guess we're not
one of the
mixing
hobgoblins begins to go down this kind of tight staircase about 5 feet apart, can only really fit one person, and it's dark in there as you guys descend. And I'm going to need a marching order here as we descend down.
Alright, is it a single lane stairs?
Well,
thing?
how about this? It doesn't
Yeah,
matter
we'll go
yet.
first.
It doesn't matter yet. One hobgoblin goes down. Y'all 5 file in the middle, and then the other hobgoblin files up behind you. And you guys are going down, and it kind of opens up into this foyer area, where there are two sort of wheel things that you have to like push to open up something. You have to like push around in a circle. And there's a large metal gate there. And the two begin to kind of take the wheel lever and begin to push it open. As the gates begin to slowly open. They stand guard at the other side of the gate opening and nod to you all.
From this side of the gate, do I see other goblins inside?
You'd have to walk in to see. There is
Get these out, these hurt.
See?
Do I detect?
I don't want to reveal the
Yeah.
battle map quite yet.
Sure, I don't need to see the map. I just want to know.
Yeah.
When I see the gate
Yes,
going
you
up,
can-
I'm thinking like this is like a trap scenario.
It does not feel. It feels quiet in there. It feels like there are some bodies in there, but you don't hear any like, all right, get ready to fire. It's all.
Right. I was more concerned that there was no one in there, and that we just.
Oh, there
have
are
the gate
figures in
closed.
there. There are figures
Okay.
in there.
Okay.
I'll go in first.
So you kind of have to pull away this
follow
like
suit.
drape to kind of get in. That leads into the throne room. As Kome goes inside to meet his fate, as Kriya goes inside to meet his fate, who's following in right after.
Follow behind Kriya.
His fate.
You're going in to meet my fate.
To meet Komek's fate.
Yeah, Chris going in to meet Co's fate.
How did that happen to him?
You can
Who's
see.
coming in after Elias?
Went after Elias.
Ladies first. Oh, no.
Yeah, I'm going after
Yeah.
I
Elias.
insist.
You're like, I don't have one.
Oh yeah,
I'll go last.
And you guys kind of both look at each other. Serene, you just shake your head and begin to walk inside.
You're like,
What a way to
God
drink."
damn it.
damn it.
And darling, holding the necklace of Sune across your neck, you do feel it sort of warm your hand, your cold hands that are full of fear, and you get to walk your way inside as well. And as you all begin to walk in to this space, you hear the sound of the hobgoblins beginning to take the mechanical wheel and go the other direction as the gates begins to slowly close behind you.
Guess there goes plan B.
Fuck.
And
Wait, make it levitate.
as you walk in, you see a figure atop the throne on the opposite side of the room. A broken throne of white and black marble. Drinking from a goblet. A skull goblet, I guess.
Got it.
So, you've come to fight. Very good. My fellow adventurers, I am King Gruul.
And that is where we're going to end today's session. Okay.
I want a description next time.
I will leave this-
I want to know exactly what he looks like.
I want to know
Yeah.
his mother.
What's his armor? What's his facial expression at any given moment?
We'll
What's
get
his
into that
HP?
after the fact.
Does he have a fade?
Yeah, he's got a sick afro, dude. He's got a pink afro.
You got tats.
Okay, guys, that is today's session. So fucking proud of you. Well, I feel a little shook after this session. I ain't gonna lie. A lot of shit happened.
Why?
Cause Donna, what the fuck? She's scary.
She just peeks her mic all the
Scary.
time.
Yeah. No session next week. We'll see you back in the new year, guys. Yay! I am excited for all the things. So, happy holidays, guys. Happy 2022, everyone. Any message that you would like to give to each other or to anyone?
Merry Christmas,
Before we
Happy
go.
New Year.
Happy New Year.
Don't drink and drive.
Happy holidays.
Yeah.
You sensitive fuck.
Happy holidays.
Jesus
All right, guys.
Christ.
Everyone say your freaking goodbyes. See you guys around.
Bye.
Peace out.